Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brick World. Okay, hold on. It's weird. I got cameras on both sides of me here. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. All right. Let me get myself situated here. This is awkward. I'm not sure what camera to even look into. Okay. What's up, everybody? So yes, as you can see, doing something a little bit different. I have a drawing that I have been commissioned to do, and I've been waiting to do it because just obviously just the move, just trying to get myself situated. And yeah, so I thought this weekend would be a good time. But I got caught up yesterday doing a bunch of stuff with Mrs. Hive and didn't get home till late. So I was like, you know what? How about I go ahead and give it a shot on Good Morning Virtual? So that's what I'm doing. I invited a couple people on if they wanted to join, but I was running a little behind this morning and then trying to get this stuff set up the right way. Okay. So good morning to Will. Good morning to Rick. And good morning to Mama Lego. Good morning to Lego Boy Ryan. Good morning to Blocksmith. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm hoping my mic is working all right. Yeah, so if I start drawing more often, I'm gonna go ahead and get my table, my drawing table set up in a good place. All right, so let's see here. Trying to remember which pencil I use the most. I think it was the 2H. And if anybody is curious, this is for a Lego YouTuber, the drawing. Audio is good? Sweet. All right, good deal. Open, build, repeat. What's happening? How you doing? Man, gotta get some coffee in me. Man, I tell you, my sinuses are so bad. I am so congested. It's unbelievable. All right, so, all right, let me look at this message real quick so I make sure I do this right. Okay. Hmm. Okay. See, the one thing that's always been kind of tough for me when I do commission work is trying to put on paper whatever the person wants. But sometimes things don't translate in your head the way you think they will to paper. Um, So it can be difficult sometimes. Man, what the heck? There we go. So I'm trying to get some ideas for reference. The best way to do this. And what he wants is basically like a skeleton hand, like clutching a 2x4 brick. So that's where it gets a little bit difficult, is trying to figure out the best way to have this skeleton hand holding this brick, because he wants his name on the brick. So obviously, because my first thought was having the hand, like literally like clutching it and everything, but then the fingers, or the whatever is going to go over the name. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to have it holding the brick without covering up the name. Let's see what's going on here. What's going on here? Let me go back over here in the chat. It's weird, man, trying to look at both the cameras and the screens. Lego Boy says, what is it you're drawing? Well, I hope I explained that. I answered your question. Hey, Cajun Yeti, what's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. And good morning to you. Macro, just the person I wanted to see. I hope you're doing well this morning, Macro. Yeah, I'm still not 100% sure yet if it's okay to say who this is for or anything like that. Miss Amby, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Hive brain engage. MJ, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning. All right, so let's see here. Let's see. Trying to. All right. Of course, my hand is like freezing this morning. There we go. That's better. Okay. I forgot I need a scrap piece of paper. So I need a scrap piece of paper because when I'm shading or anything like that, I like to be able to either dull my pencil down if I don't want too sharp of a point, or sometimes with like these different pencils, they have different depths. I know that's not the right word. Just the graphite's different, so it can give a different, I guess, darkness. As good as I can be about art, I was always horrible at just the terminology for a lot of the stuff. Yeah, man, that's definitely a sharp point. I need something a little bit lighter than that. So let's try some of these. That's better. I don't know about other artists, But for me, it's all about layers. Layers, layers, layers. Whether it's your line work or the shading. I just glanced over. I saw a Blocksmith's comment. Make sure you spend 3 hours shading the upper lip. That's hilarious. All right, so this is, yeah, it's a little darker than I thought it would be. All right, what was this one? 6B. And this was 4B. This is 2B. It's important to try and keep track of all these different shades. I think this is the one I was going to use. This is a 2H. Yeah. I think that's what I was even saying before I even started practicing. All right. Eraser. All right. Let me just check the comments real quick before I start drawing. Because once I start drawing, I might literally just be drawing for an amount of time I just don't keep track of. Let's see. I said hi to MJ and open build repeat. How long you been a drawer? I've been drawing since since I was a little kid. I just didn't really think too much about it, and then I don't know. One day I collected comic books, and one day I just looked at a picture of Spider-Man, and then I drew it, and it turned out pretty good. So I just started drawing more and more like comic book characters and stuff for my comics. So I mean, I'm much better at looking at something and drawing it. And I started really utilizing that, practicing like hyper realism portrait work and stuff like that. So that's basically kind of how I got into it. And then I don't know, just over the years throughout my life, I would draw for months and months and months and months, and then I would just stop, and I wouldn't draw for literally like years. I would just not draw anything for years, and then I would get back into it, and I draw again for a long time, and then I'd take a break again. And I've basically taken this last break. It's mainly been because my hands are really tore up from being a diabetic. Like I have neuropathy and stuff like that. So it's just getting harder and harder to draw, even just to write. Sometimes it's getting difficult. So because of that, I've taken quite a long break. And I don't know, I'm trying it again to see if I can kind of get back into it and if it's going to be really difficult. Big Nate, good morning to you. How are you today? Oh, that's good. You got some sleep, Yeti. I was wondering, man. I was wondering how you guys made out with some rest. Clicking Cliff. Yo, what's going on? Good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Drawing is another one of my hobbies, so I love to see others do it. Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, I've posted some of my artwork on Instagram. I was showing off some of it online the other night. Maybe I can show some if you want to see it in a little bit. Most of my artwork is a lot of it's sitting right there in front of me, but it's like on the other side of the table. Oh, I have a guest. I have a guest. Tasman is here. Good morning. How you doing, Taz?
Good morning, Brick World with Brick Hive. Good morning. Mate, how are you? G'day.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just like I said, getting ready to start drawing here. Cliff says, "What are we drawing?" I'm drawing a picture someone commissioned me to draw. It's basically it's a skeleton hand. It's gonna be holding a 2x. I think it was a 2x4. I got to double check. I can't remember if he said 2x4 or 2x6 brick.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna do two different versions of it because at first he mentioned just a skeleton hand or like a skull.
Yep.
And then I think he was leaning more towards the hand.
That's cool.
But there's one I want to do with the skull as well and see if he might like that. Because the one I had for a skull was a pretty good idea too. So, and if he doesn't, it's cool. I'm not gonna. I was gonna do pretty much just light sketches for each, and then whatever one he picks, that's the one I'll start throwing a lot of detail and extra work into.
Oh, that's awesome, mate. That's really cool. G'day, Cliff. How you going, buddy? Good to see you, mate. G'day. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I might have to commission you to do something for an international customer, mate.
Yeah, it's like I said, this is kind of an experiment for me. I mean, I know I can do it. It's just I don't know again how long or how much pain it'll be kind of. So like I said, because there's other art projects I want to do. So if I can start getting into the habit again,
cool.
I'll definitely take you up on it.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. Do you would you do digital or like can you do both as well?
I've never really messed around with digital art. I mean, I'm not against it. I used to be kind of weirded out by it. But the thing is, I just don't have that type of technology. Like I don't have a tablet type thing I mean, I have a tablet, but I don't have nothing that's like good for artwork. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. No, that's all right. Cool. Oh, there you go.
But yeah, I definitely need to go back and look to see what size brick he was talking about, because that's going to determine a lot of things. So basically, right now I'm just very lightly drawing out and you guys probably can't even see it yet. Yeah, I don't even think you can see it. Actually, I should change the camera so you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, this lead is so light, and I'm drawing purposely lightly so that way, like I was just saying, everything is in layers. So I start drawing like very light sketches, and then I just keep like adding on top of it.
Cool.
Yeah. So how are you today, man? What's going on?
Mate, I'm doing well. Just recovering from being a part of Rick or Brick Counts 24-hour live stream, which is where we got to where I actually got to sort of chat to you for the first time as well, there, Hive. But
yeah,
mate, that was loads of fun. That was very memorable.
Man. There was definitely a lot of laughs on that. Even I mean, I'm talking about even before like I was on there to talk with you guys. I was cracking up every time I jump in to start lurking. Yeah, I really wanted to come back. I intended to, but we got done so late, and then we had dinner, and by the time I was actually ready to get back into the swing of things, it was like 8 o'clock or so.
G'day, Macro. How you going, buddy? Good to see you, Macro. Oh, mate, no, look, that was an absolute blast. Just getting to and like my mate from here in Australia as well. He was on there, Aussie Adam Bricks. He was still going strong. Like I held on for as long as I could, and woke up there this morning, and I thought, I'll just go and get breakfast and sort of get started. And by the time I'd done that, the stream had finished. I was like, so I was missed out. But Oh, mate, no, it was loads of fun. So I actually spent pretty much a larger chunk of today recovering. So
Oh yeah, I can imagine. I can
just
imagine.
trying to get a bit of sleep and a very quiet, lazy day at home, as it's now officially Monday morning over here in Australia. But no, it was great, mate. We had heaps of fun, and that's been pretty much it. I'm working on I'm sort of redoing my Lego layout. So I'm taking a break from doing rock work, which is what I was
Oh,
sort of doing for a lighthouse build, and I'm working on a
okay.
beach at the moment. So a bit more calmer. It's a bit more calm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's not quite as crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, I mean, so since I didn't come back on the stream or anything last night, I started putting up some more shelves because one of the things we did yesterday after I left the stream was we went to Home Depot. So I went ahead and got um some more stuff for my shelves that I needed because now I need more shelves too because I have more wall space. So got
yeah.
that, and then I got some more lights to put under the shelves.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So got the shelves up, and I hung up a couple other things so that way I can, I'm getting ready to make another video for the part 2 of decorating the room. But
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure I at least had enough stuff up that would make the video interesting. Because at the time before last night, the only thing I really put up was the shelves and stuff just to put up my Funko Pops that I got.
yeah,
Um,
cool.
yeah, so I got those up, and that was about it.
Are
So
you a general collector of the Funko Pops, or is there a particular like sub theme or theme that you collect with them?
I mean, I'm not like a hardcore collector by any means, and that's mainly because Lego. I already
Yeah,
spent, but yeah, I'm really picky about which ones I get because obviously you
yep,
can't buy that many, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, I mean, just stuff that I really, really love a lot, because the ones I got now are basically like select Marvel and DC ones, select Star Wars ones,
cool.
but then there's
Yeah,
like some random ones that are just mean something in a part of my life, like I love the movie Tron, so
yeah,
I got
yeah.
I got the Tron ones when they came out. Um,
Oh, cool.
I'm a huge fan of the Imperial probe droid, so there was a special, like a bigger version of that came out, so I got that.
Yeah,
Yeah, just random stuff. But yeah, I'm really selective. My wife, Mrs. Five, she's got way more Funko Pops than I do. She
yeah.
really, yeah, she really kind of took off with them, and it was
Oh,
really
that's awesome.
crazy. It was a slow process. She just um, collected Wonder Woman pops. Uh,
Yep.
because she's a huge fan of Wonder Woman, so it was just Wonder Woman pops at first, and like occasionally she'd buy something like cute, like she loves BB-8, she loves Grogu, she loves Groot, baby
Yeah,
Groot,
yeah.
so she got like those ones, but then she started like branching out into like icons, and certain shows, like she loves like Grey's Anatomy, so she got like the Grey's Anatomy pops, stuff like that.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I always joke and I say like, I do have more than one hobby. Lego's the main hobby, and which is always the expensive hobby. But I
Mhm.
also ride motorcycles.
Oh,
So
nice.
there's the second expensive hobby. So I had to be an idiot and
I was
get
gonna
two.
say that's not a cheap one either.
Far from cheap as a hobby. But yeah, I try to just limit my other sort of interests just so I can afford to at least try and dabble in both. But
Mhm.
it's never easy.
No, it's
Um, but mate, yeah, no, it's I try and sort of get out obviously when the weather's good, and yeah, but the rest of it I'm trying to. There's a few Lego sets I'm trying to save up for now. But I'm proud to have the Mos Eisley Cantina. Love
oh,
that
yeah.
set.
That's a
Um,
great set.
oh, and even getting into the Mandalorian, getting the Razor Crest was cool. I
Mhm.
was glad to have that one, but
Yeah.
yeah, I sort of I tend to do more of what my own. I mainly do mocks really, but I still love just getting sets sometimes and just sitting and building them. And yeah, so um, Yeah, more of like a mock builder, but yeah, are you going to get the Home Alone set?
I would really like to,
Yeah.
but my thing is I'm not buying any serious Lego. Well, I wasn't gonna buy any Lego, but I can't fully not. I don't want to lie or mislead people because um, I was actually thinking about going to the Lego store this weekend to get the Build-A-Figures, the
Oh,
minifigures.
cool. Yep.
Like the one, the what I forget what the actual term is or name of it, but there's the one that's got that teal bricks outfit or the costume or whatever. And then
Oh,
there's some
yep.
pigs out right now that I
Oh,
really
cool.
want to get the pigs.
Yep.
So but those are very small things. I don't think I'd spend more than $20 really. You know what I mean? But it's mainly like sets and especially bigger sets that I just have to take a break from for a while. So because of that, I have to be selective when Christmas and birthday comes around.
Yeah,
What
sure.
I ask for. And I mean, and at first when I first started about doing this and stuff, I was like, man, this is just gonna be a horrible time. You know what I mean? To not buy Lego. But you know what? I think any time is gonna be a horrible time. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter
true.
when I do it. I'm gonna miss out on some sets that I'm gonna really want, and
Yeah.
that's just how it's gonna be.
Well, the other thing for us over here too, and I mean it's the same everywhere, but you know, with the Titanic set, for example, so that's in Australian dollars, it's $999. So
Mhm.
you know,
Oh,
you may as well say $1,000 really at the end of the day. So it's yeah, I can't afford it, not at the moment, and you know, I know that I'll enjoy the other. I'll enjoy getting you know, the Home Alone set because Mrs. Taz was like, "Hey, we should get that." I'm like, "Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna." If Mrs.
right,
Taz
right.
is happy to get it, I'm like, "Yeah, sure."
Shazam.
Hi, Rick.
Ladies and gentlemen, all bricks count.
There you go, Rick.
Real quick, I also wanted to say hi. I see 117 out there. Mike, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? And Scott's out there. Good morning to you guys. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I don't know if I missed anybody else. I'm kind of going right back up in the chat. Big Nate Bricks, I'm pretty sure I said good morning to you. Rick, how you feeling, man?
I'm exhausted.
I bet you are.
I bet you are.
I'm supposed to be on the road right now to go to my buddy's Lego show and then another toy show, and it's not happening.
Oh.
I'll send him some cash and buy a set from him and pick it up some other time. But
Right.
yeah, I'm not doing a 2-hour road trip. It's not happening.
Oh no,
No.
I couldn't imagine you trying to do that right now, man.
Yeah.
That's especially after a 24-hour live stream.
On screen the whole time, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
I got up
awesome, mate.
every hour for about 2 minutes, stretch the legs, put on a new shirt. By the way, that was a brilliant idea. A few people had suggested that, and
It
it
sounds
turned out to be
like it.
funny and hilarious and really smart because it got me out of the chair.
That's the way. That's awesome.
Yeah, no,
Energy
that sounds
drinks,
like fun.
coffee, eggs, and McDonald's dinner going into it. So I didn't eat a lot.
Mhm.
Largely a liquid diet.
Nothing wrong with our liquid lunch, as we
Um,
sometimes.
The leftovers I'm drinking today.
Was that the only thing you ate?
I had Timbits, which are basically donut holes, like Dunkin'
No,
Donut
that's
style
right.
kind of
Yeah,
donut holes.
you had those.
Um,
Because I put in the request to get a day off to recuperate. Because
Good idea.
all right, so I want to do it in November. Here's the thing, because I want to do it in November because I've been putting it off for a long time. So and I need to use some of my time anyways. So I'm gonna do it in November. And I was gonna do it on a Saturday. But the thing is, I'm just gonna need an extra day off to just recuperate and get my sleep.
you will.
Yeah.
I feel it on my body now. Like I've woken up at a normal time. My wife's making a breakfast and stuff. But yeah, you're going to need it.
Yeah.
Because my head's in a fog right now. You're definitely gonna
Well, and the thing is, but November is going to be, like I said, a busy month because the first Saturday of November is the next transatlantic stream that Greg and I are doing. And then that Sunday, okay, that's on a Saturday, and then that Sunday is Good Morning Brick World number 100. So that's going to be a bigger than normal Good Morning Brick World. Yeah, Halo.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, man.
Sorry.
I've seen that for a while. Just like that helmet.
It's
I wanna get
almost
the helmet too.
true full scale. I love it.
Yeah,
Turned out
it's
better than I
really,
thought.
it's a really great looking build. And then at the end of November is obviously, we got Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and then that Saturday, we're having something called Friendsgiving at our house. So that's going to be busy, and it's going to be busy just leading up to it because we just moved into the house. So we're obviously going to try and like get everything nice and neat and cleaned up and ready to go. And so that leaves basically the 2 weekends in the middle of November. And one of them isn't going to really be optimal for reasons I can't really say on mine. But so there's 1 weekend left that seems to work out. And I'm hoping there won't be really any issues. And I think I just saw Larry and Chef. Good morning. How are y'all doing?
G'day.
Good morning.
Yep, a whole lot of stuff going on, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
What you do?
Eh?
Doodling.
What?
What are you doodling?
I'm drawing something for somebody. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like they want to use it as their logo.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and it's a skeleton hand holding a 2x4 brick.
Nice.
And this, this lead is so light because I'm very lightly sketching it first that obviously you guys can't really see it, but I'm hoping maybe you still can't really see much of anything yet. And also the other reason I kind of wanted to get back into drawing was if I can do it enough and keep going, I was thinking about making a channel for it. And basically having like speed drawings on there.
Cool.
That's cool.
Well, and plus it's something I like a lot. I love watching speed builds like Lego.
Yeah.
I like watching speed drawings even more. It amazes me, like just watching like artwork just kind of start coming to life. It's really cool. I've done it before, and I liked it a lot. So the thing is, you got to make sure you got a good camera set up and everything. Mike, have a good day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Looks like you made a lot of good progress on the new pad. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. Like I was mentioning a little bit ago, I put up shelves because like we went to Home Depot after I left Rick's stream yesterday, and I got some more shelves and stuff, and I got some more string lights and all that. So I got more stuff put up on the wall. And after the stream today, I'm going to finish setting that stuff up, and I'll probably make the part 2 video. The way I've kind of gauged it in my head, I think I'm probably going to have like at least 4 parts to this decorating the Lego room video.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just because there's so much.
Hey, it's content.
Yeah,
exactly.
And people will always be interested in it because you're gonna give ideas and inspiration to other people who are trying to figure out what to do with their space. And
right.
I'm always looking at other people's layouts because it gives me ideas.
Yeah. No, I agree because I'm the same way. I love seeing other people's layouts because it's inspiring. And then you say like, oh wow, that's a really great idea, or this is really cool looking, or man, I could do my stuff like this, or it's definitely God dang it, that brick is really too big.
Well, I mentioned this, and I know Hive that he's a mate of yours as well. But I just earlier before I was doing something here tonight, I ended up watching Ryan's 2022 room tour video. So I mean, yeah, you're right. I sometimes enjoy seeing like vlogs and stuff like that over watching a review for a set sometimes, you know. So yeah, you're right, Rick. You know, there's content there.
Well, and plus, I mean, and here's the thing. It took me a little while to learn when I started the channel, because when I started the channel, there's different reasons I started the channel.
Yeah.
One was obviously I was fascinated with the Lego community, and just meeting everybody, and I thought that would be a good platform to do it on, is, you know, to reach out and talk to people, and you know, like I said, just immerse myself within the community. But two, I could see where I was heading with Lego, and I basically just kind of wanted to share the experience. Then I knew, like, I'd already started building a city before I even started the channel, so I wanted to, you know, share that. But you know, it amazes me how drastic, you know, some things can change. So when I started the channel, I thought, like, you know, I'll do like reviews and stuff, and after a while, it didn't really seem optimal for me to do like reviews, because even though I didn't know exactly the exact presentation of my channel when I started, like how I wanted to do it, I thought, like, well, I can go ahead and review sets because I like watching set reviews. But then, you know, like I said, after time, I realized, I'm like, you know what, man, I was like, this part of the market's already very cornered and saturated. And like, look, I understand if people just like my personality, like they'll watch, you know, my set reviews, you know what I mean? Especially like my close friends, and like, you know, a lot of you guys that just support me and any way you can. I mean, yeah, I get you would watch them, but just like in general, people that want to watch set reviews, I mean, they're gonna go to all the land members first, you know what I mean? And then even past the land members, they're probably gonna go to bigger channels that, again, have a much bigger following or whatever. So it just didn't seem optimal for me to do them. I'm not saying I will never do any again. And I went ahead and tried something a little different, and decided to do them in stop motion.
Which is cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I was going for, was just something, you know, different to do. And plus, I mean, for anybody that's watched me long enough knows that now I'm trying to really just go hard on the stop motion stuff, like kind of slowly geared myself towards my channel being like predominantly about that, even though I'll still put out other content. But yeah, it's pretty wild, man. Trying to find a niche for yourself in this community, you know what I mean? So the biggest thing for me was trying to stand out, trying to be different, trying to be entertaining, trying to, you know, I mean, get people to want to watch your stuff. And I think that the best way to do that is to just find something that works for you. And it's different for a lot of people. I mean, some people are incredible mock builders, and that's what they base their channels on. Some people can do a wide variety of things, and it's their personality. I mean, like, you know, Ryan's a good example of that, just for me, in my opinion. I like a lot of channels, you know what I mean? But there's something about Ryan's content that I just love to watch. Not every single one of the videos. There's some stuff I don't like, really. I've never been a fan of like top 10 sets or top 10.
Same.
Yeah,
but
I don't watch
like that stuff. Don't get me wrong. But like all the other stuff, like especially like Ask Him an R, and you know, like when he does room tours, I used to absolutely love watching his news. But you know, he doesn't do the news anymore. Yeah, it's just like there's other people like that. You know, Greg's another one. You know, from London Bridge Bricks, man. Greg has just such a engaging personality. He's fun to watch, you know. he's a nice dude. And you know, he just and we always joked around about how like he just has like this like A+ production. Like he always makes his stuff look really good. Hey, Sidious, Sue, what's going on, man? Good morning.
I think another one that we can both relate to, Hive, especially and Rick as well, on a personality level, is our good mate from here in Australia, SRTV, or Steve Reynolds.
Gosh, yes, dude. Oh my god. You know, and Steve, the great thing about Steve is there are people that I know in life, man, that can get away with certain things. Like they can get away with saying certain things. And part of it is because at least 90% of the time it comes off okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can say it the right way. But anybody knows Steve, and I mentioned this I think yesterday, is, you know, he's got such a good heart. He does, yeah. Guy, you know what I mean? Like he'd stand in front of a bullet for somebody, man.
For sure.
So, you know, when he jokes around about stuff, it's not coming from malice. It's just jokes, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, there are other people like that. I have a lot of friends online and like in my personal life that are like that. And you can see, he's fun.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's hilarious. I've even just been backstage with him and just hanging out. And just we've cracked each other up on like so many different topics. And but no, and you're right. You know, he's you know, once he gets to know you, you have a mate for life. Like he's and
really he also can have engaging, like very intelligent, like deep conversations about stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. No, it's great that, you know, then they're the sort of people and channels that I'll, you know, gravitate towards as well. And I've always like Ryan's vlogs over some of his set reviews, and like I don't really watch a lot of the top 10s, all that sort of stuff too, but you know, and again, I think it's more when you find someone with that personality, they seem to hook you in, and then you're like, oh, when is he doing the next vlog, or when's he doing this? You know?
Vlogs in general are pretty popular. Mrs. Hive and I were talking about it the other day, and I'm surprised she even asked me this, but she was like, why are vlogs so popular and stuff? And I was like, well, because people are nosy, man. I was like, I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, of course there are some bad way, but no, I mean, I think people, because look, for me, even before vlogs were ever a thing, like even before the internet was even big, I remember even just growing up and always wondering what people thought about, what people did. Like, do they do things that I do? Like, what do they do when they go home after work? Do they just sit on the couch, just watch TV? Do they do things? Like, I always wonder stuff about people. And I think that's why vlogs are just so popular, even if they're not exciting and they're just regular day-to-day things. I think just people like watching other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially real stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people would tell me, like, oh, no, people would much rather watch, like, the Kim Kardashians of the world or whatever. And maybe at some point, I don't know. But I think real life is way more interesting. I mean, obviously with editing, because if you just watch somebody for 8 hours a day, they might have a fairly boring day. But there's interesting things that happen at different points during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to be a fly on the wall in certain situations for 8 hours, 12 hours. But I would want it. But the problem is when someone knows there's a camera on them, it's different.
Yeah, that is true.
When they don't know there's a camera on, that's when life's more interesting.
Well, but the thing also is, I feel like not everybody, but I've even done this occasionally where you don't forget you're filming, but you just lose sight of it and you just start relaxing. And especially if someone else is filming and you know they film a lot, but you're just not paying attention. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've had to do some serious editing to cut Mrs. Hive out of like vlogs.
Really?
Not her voice, not an arm or something, but just like when she's just in the vlog. Because she's not worried about her voice or anything. If anything, I think she's getting more comfortable because I've noticed now when I'm vlogging something, if she's next to me, like we're walking together, she'll start speaking up more. It happened yesterday when we went to Home Depot. I was filming it for part of the decorating room thing, just to show like, hey, I'm getting some shelves. And when we were walking up there, and I was filming us walking like the Home Depot as we were walking closer to it, and I was just talking, and I was like, hey, we're getting ready to get some shelves, blah blah blah. And I was getting ready to stop it, and then she's like, yeah, and we're also returning stuff. So
Wow.
I was like, okay, all right, I'll leave that in.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, she's so supportive of me and everything too, man.
That always helps.
Yeah, it does, man. It's really important that no matter what you're doing, that your partner supports you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously not just because of like, I'm not just talking about like, oh, like they'll support you like if you don't have a job yet or if you're starting a business, they'll take care of you. But I mean just like emotional and it's very important.
Oh, for sure. I know I can certainly back that up with Mrs. Taz. She with my wife, she's very supporting and she's very supportive not just of my Lego hobby, but even when I'm out riding the motorcycle, she knows it's dangerous. She knows it can be really dangerous, but she's just like, go and have a good ride, go and have fun, go and just go and stress, go and I use the motorbike as a stress relief, for me, because you're concentrating so much on what you're doing. You're looking for, especially going down roads or like in neighborhoods or going through towns, you're always looking to see if a car's going to pull out in front of you and not see you. And, so you're just so focused on what you're doing. And, I can have something on my mind before I've, gone for the ride. When I've come home, I'm stress-free. Like, I'm just like, this is really a nice day.
Well, and that's a feeling. I only imagine like maybe you can get that feeling from different stuff, but not that
sure.
exact
Yeah.
feeling. Like I bet right now if Shy was on the panel, he would probably be, and you would probably be able to mutually know what that feeling is like.
Yeah.
Shy obviously rides bikes too. I've had a taste of it.
Yeah.
But I'm not a biker, so I don't know what that feeling is like on a constant basis. But yeah, man, that's definitely a getaway. But it's funny you should say that because when I brought that up, Mrs. Hive was not down.
She's like, no, no, not even a scooter.
We went so far, man.
In my family, I'm not allowed to have a motorcycle. My wife is not allowed to have a moped. That's where we're at. So
I even brought up the
neither of us
moped
are getting
thing.
bikes.
Oh man,
that's awesome.
Because I don't believe mopeds are safe. The way you sit on them, you hit one little thing, you go straight up in the air, you're off the bike. It's like, nope.
Right.
Yeah,
I believe you're safer wrapping around a motorcycle. You're part of the machine.
Yeah. I just saw Jesse Brick Galaxy saying he's a biker. He's building one of the stunt bikes now. There you go, Jesse.
Nice. What's up, Jesse? How you doing, brother? Good morning to you. Speaking of stunts, man, dude, I gotta tell you, I had my doubts, but them little stunt bikes, man,
they're cool, aren't they?
those things are rocking, man. I can't believe the tricks you can do with those things.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to it. Actually, I've been wanting to look at getting some of those other stunt sets as well, or just doing something, making my own stunt track or whatever, or just goof around. But I want to get some more of those bikes for sure,
dude.
Cool.
Aren't they defective though? Isn't there a defect?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Lego There's
Yeah.
something with the wheel or with the mechanism or something.
Oh no.
There's-
Okay.
yeah.
I'll have to look
It's
that
been
up.
for 3 days. It's been going around certain circles in the Lego
Ah.
community. So
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, I haven't heard
because
that yet.
The person I saw that was on Onboard Toys had like filmed some of it, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, that is awesome!" And then I think Doc was the next one I saw that had filmed something. I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "I had no idea you could do these things," but
That's cool.
I guess at a price if they're defective, man.
Yeah.
well, I'm still gonna buy one. I'm gonna
Oh
check
yeah,
it
for
out.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I had the like little Evil Knievel ripcord motorcycle toy when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
it didn't look like a real motorcycle because one wheel was bigger than the other and really heavy, but it was the most fun. You rip that thing down a hallway, and I mean it caused wall damage and everything. I mean, if you hit mom and dad in the leg, they come after you with a belt. I mean, that thing hurt. That was a wicked toy in the late 70s, early 80s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
I remember having friends that were huge collectors of like RC cars and stuff, and I remember it'd be so awesome to watch them drive those things, and then the battery would die, and they'd have to charge it for like 8 hours.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like when I was young. I don't know what they're like now. I would imagine they're a lot better now.
Not much. You have to go and carry more batteries with you.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah.
Once you get serious into the hobby, you
Well,
got to carry more batteries.
Well, what about like drones and stuff? Don't those batteries last a while?
Most drones are 8 to 10 minutes,
Really?
and you swap out the batteries. Yeah,
Wow. See, I've never had a drone, so I
big
have
and
no
you got to
idea.
invest big in batteries in the drone
Yeah.
market.
I had no idea, man. I thought you can have a drone go up there for hours, and
No.
15 minutes for some good ones, but you're carrying batteries.
no, I thought it was a much longer process than that.
So in Toronto, the drone laws are horrible. Like where I live, the rules are like you have to be 9K from an airport. Well, the major international airport is 9.2K one way. The airport on the lake is 9.3K from where I live. So I got like this very small window around me. If I were to send up a drone and a neighbor reports me, I'm never going to win that fight with a cop.
Oh, wow.
No.
Because they're going to go, yeah, well, we know by GPS how far it is. And it's like, yeah, but if you look closely, it's, this. And it's like, I'm not going to win.
No.
And you got to do this training course. It's this whole, avionics thing. You got to know weather, and it's incredible the rules we have to jump through, and you pay for the course and everything. By the time you're done, you feel like you could fly a real aircraft, and then you wonder why you're playing with drones. It's like, no, you can keep it.
But
It's too bad because it's fun.
Yeah, it's similar laws to Australia. So we have over here CASA, which is a Civil Aviation. I think it's Services Australia, I think it's called. And so if you live in a flight path, whether it's, military or commercial, you're not supposed to fly your drone like out in the backyard and just send it on up. But there is, I think it's with one of the apps, Neo, though, they have a lot of the stuff built in where, especially if you are living near a, like whether it's a commercial airport or a, defense force or whatever, like Air Force base or whatever, if they're not flying, apparently you can send up your drone without getting in trouble. But from what you were saying, Rick, yeah, we have similar hoops to jump through over here. Not exactly the same, but similar for sure.
I mean, in a lot of hoops, I understand. You know what I mean? I get some hoops. It just I hate to see when they make things so damn impossible that it just deters people from even doing something. You know what I mean?
I get the rules for the cities. I really do. But if I would have traveled south into the States, hit the national parks, you've got so many rules now with the national parks where you can't fly them. Or if you fly them, you can't use recorded footage. It's like, really?
Yeah. It's
weird.
Interesting.
So I was just going back up to the comments. Hi, Jude, and 117. Did you just I'm pretty sure I got COVID, dude. Please be careful. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, definitely. Be careful.
Yeah. I see.
Wow.
Cities talking about.
So we'll confirm the stunt recall, or not recall, but at least they have acknowledged the defect.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
I wonder what I wonder what the recall was. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like-
you call Lego support, and they'll send
Hmm.
you a replacement part.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
do they mean like a piece gonna fall off and a kid can choke on it kind of thing, or
I don't know the details.
that's
Yeah.
pretty wild. Sidious, I have not watched the new Dune movie. Eventually I'll get to it, but I don't know, man. Movies, especially since COVID started, movies have really, and it's so weird because I am a huge movie buff. You know what I mean? But they've kind of taken a back seat. I've seen some, and I ain't gonna lie. YouTube has kind of spoiled me because I generally just watch like the good parts and highlights on YouTube, and I'm just like, all right, yeah.
You're multitasking, Hive. Don't say that you're lazy, mate.
But
You're
a
multitasking. You got other
But a
stuff to
movie
do.
like Dune, you can't watch highlights of that, man. Like you gotta.
No.
Gosh, man, I remember the one that came out with Sting and stuff a long time ago, and then even past that,
Oh,
I remember
wow.
not long after my daughter was born, the Children of Dune came out on Sci-Fi.
Yeah.
I have yet
Yeah.
to read all of the Dune books because there's a buttload of them.
Cool. Yeah.
But it's such a huge world, you know what I mean, and things that happen, and it's an interesting story, man, no doubt.
If I could name drop for one moment, so Moto joined me twice yesterday.
Moto.
And then he
That's
hung
awesome.
around for an hour after the 24 hours. So really, we went 25 hours. He loved the new Dune movie.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, cool. Oh, there you go.
I mean, from an art aspect, the story aspect, just beautiful. So now I'm excited to go see it because I was really worried they butchered it. Because unlike a lot of people, I didn't hate the original Dune movie.
No, I didn't hate it.
Well, because a lot of people didn't like where it went from the books, and even the guy making the original movie didn't like the final edits because he had nothing to do with it.
The way I saw it, and I know it's going to be slightly hypocritical, but the way I saw it was Lynch did that Dune movie kind of like how, oh my God, I can't think of his name. The guy that directed The Shining.
Is that Kubrick?
Yes, Kubrick.
Yeah.
Kubrick.
Okay.
I feel like Lynch did Dune kind of like how Kubrick did The Shining. It was very deterred away from the actual story of a lot of the book, the way the storyline was, or what characters did, or whatever. But Lynch, just like Kubrick, they're an artist in their own right as being a director. They're not like your normal type of directors. They really just do it like an art form. So even though, like because I've read like almost all the Stephen King books, So when The Shining came out, and I was young, but even when I went back and watched it again later, it kind of made me upset a little bit because I'm like, dude, that's just not how it was in the book, and blah blah blah. But I realized that was the artistic vision that he had, and he just happened to base it off of The Shining. You know what I mean? And with Dune isn't exactly the same, but I get it because it's a visual, thing. It's not like when in the books, you know what I mean. So like some things don't even translate good from books to movies because in books you have dialogue in people's head that you can hear. You have a lot of descriptive things for scenes, stuff like that. Whereas in a movie, it's just all visual, pretty much, So I kind of understand it, but you're right. A lot of people were upset. Hey,
Sure.
Bricks out there. What's up, man? How you
G'day.
doing? Speaking of artists, you guys should definitely go check out Matt's stuff, man. He does some very wonderful, beautiful artwork.
Oh, cool. We'll definitely do that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he does a
Excellent.
lot of mainly paintings, right? Isn't I correct about that, Matt? I mean, I think just about everything I've seen you do is painting work, which is something I can't do really for the life of me.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't paint. I can
No,
draw.
buddy,
I can pencil. I can ink a little, but
uh-huh.
I can't.
Yeah, that's how I am. My buddy tried to teach me how to airbrush years ago, and the whole problem is as you can see when I'm drawing, my hand is on this table. But like if you're painting or airbrushing, your hand is away from it, and like I can't do that, man. I can a little bit, but not on any kind of scale that would look good.
I watch some of the, especially like some of the motorbike and car restoration shows, and you see what they can do now with even just with airbrushing and stuff like that. It's crazy level of art.
Dude.
You know, it's just like that's next level.
Yeah.
It's just, very special skill. That's awesome.
Because when I do like hyperrealism portrait work and stuff like that, I can get stuff to look pretty close to being photographic. But when you're, like I said, when your hand is away from something and you're doing paint, even though they can get fine lines and stuff, man, it just it blows my mind like how realistic they can get stuff to look, man. Because anytime you see like movie posters and you think it's a photograph, it's not.
No.
Those are all like airbrushed paintings and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure they look at photographs. That's how I do like my photo hyperrealism portrait work. Like I'll have a picture of somebody and then I'll draw it exactly like the picture. Or I'll like I might change stuff. Like I did a self portrait once where I like made half my face look like a robot. Messes, mostly paintings, but a bit of everything.
Oh, that's cool.
What are you saying? City said I should use a VPN. What is that, like virtual pen or something?
Virtual private network, I think, for VPN. Yeah, that's like to access. Like say, for example, if I had a VPN, I could access what you guys would see in the US for Netflix, because what we have on Netflix here in Australia, your library would be different to ours and vice versa. So a VPN, you can actually get around that. They are legal.
Me about that.
Yeah, they're legal. There's like a lot of companies use VPN because you've got that level of privacy, especially if you're dealing with sensitive information or anything like that. So no, VPNs are a really good idea.
Good morning, B-Lego. Oh yeah, I forgot. We stopped at BJ's yesterday, and dude, check out what I got. I forgot to show you guys this.
Oh wow!
Right? I was like, oh, let me get that.
Damn.
And dude, I don't know if it's gonna be in March, my birthday month or not, but I was like, look at that one with the bees.
Oh, that's cool. Wow, I haven't seen that at all over here.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, man. And then, like I said, I was walking by calendars, and I was like, I didn't even know it was Lego. I thought it was a food calendar. And I just noticed just a little bit. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, is that one of the Lego leaves on here? And then I saw the Lego logo. I was like, huh?
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, good stuff.
That's cool.
I was like, oh yeah, I need a 2022 calendar.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, so we have this bit of a thing where in Australia we don't always get the poly bags that you guys get over there, and when we do get them, it can be months and months and months later. And if we're lucky, rare occasion outside of say like the Lego store, you might find one in the supermarket. Like we have Woolworths over here and Coles, but our Coles is not your Coles. Yours is like KOHLS or something.
Yeah,
ours is COLES, but sounds the same. But yeah, so we poly bags have always been a bit of a thing for us over here. I don't know why.
What's crazy though is we don't even get some of the poly bags that we get.
See, I'm hearing that now. So, because before it used to be the other way around. However,
it's because
get them all the time.
The states are so big, and like for instance, Sidious's Walmart might not get the same poly bags that my Walmart gets. You know,
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if it's a region thing in the country or if it's a
Right.
that owner of that Walmart is ordering those toys and this Walmart owner is ordering this toys. I don't know exactly how it works out, but like for instance, I remember a couple of years ago when the Avengers Endgame movie came out and that Iron Man, there was an Iron Man poly bag when he had the white suit on.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was a whited suited Iron Man, like when they went back in time or whatever. Those suits they were wearing.
Yeah.
And dude, I looked at every Walmart within basically a 20, 30 mile radius of me.
Oh,
So
wow.
I looked at probably, I don't know, man, 10 to 12 Walmarts.
Jeez.
And maybe,
Okay. Wow.
maybe 4 to 6 Targets. And of course, like the couple of local toy stores that we have. Yeah, I looked at all of them, man. I could not find it. I had to go to Pennsylvania, the next state over.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like right now, I can't remember which poly bag it is, but there's a couple of them right now that I want, and I haven't seen anywhere. And one of them is the cart, the Lego cart. It's a poly bag. I'm pretty sure of that.
Well, Hive, you might end up kicking me out of your stream, but I'm sorry. I'll apologize in advance.
It's okay.
You mean that's fun, yeah?
Wait, let me see.
Is that it?
That's it. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh my gosh, that would look great in this fitting.
I've got a mate of mine, Josh White, known as the Lumberjack. I've been teasing him with that chronically for months because apparently Australia, and I don't know if other countries besides Australia got it, but we got it. I think I got mine in June this year from one of the Lego stores in Sydney, and yeah, apparently because I didn't know, I thought, oh wow, so we finally got another poly bag, thinking everywhere else has got it except Australia, and no, it turned out that we actually got it before. We must have got it before the US got it, and because I could hear people talking about it, and I went, oh, because I was on a stream, and I'm like, oh, you mean this poly bag? And next minute, I'm flamed for it. They're like, oh, you're just showing off. I'm like, what? You guys don't have it yet? And they're like, no, we don't have it yet. And I'm like,
dude, all of us are always showing off. I mean, dude, if you have a channel, you're showing off. And that's good, man. That's what we're all here to see each other's stuff, man. Hey, what's up, Red man? How you doing? Good morning. Yeah. That's so silly though. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I saw Matt out there joking around about the regional exclusive stuff. So a couple things I wanted to talk about. And Rick, we kind of talked about this before. We've touched upon it. Oh, and look, so we have a guest, and this guest has also touched upon it. Let me let this guest in. It is the wonderful and magical BFAB.
I'm a what?
I said you're wonderful and magical.
Oh, before that.
Oh, something we've all touched upon. I was saying you've touched upon this too. Is the regional exclusive stuff? Because I was just getting ready to tell them about what I was saying before about when you just made your video, and what I forgot about was they don't do regional. They do, but the thing that they added that I keep forgetting. So if they do something in China, which I'll bring up a good example, the Monkey Kid poly bag when he's riding the motorcycle or whatever, or the moped or whatever, right? I wanted that thing so bad, and I thought it was just over in China, and then eventually it came over here.
Yeah.
So, but that was going to lead me to another thing is, do you think that they'll always be able to keep up on that? Because the reason I say that is because they said they were going to redo the VIP coins, and I haven't seen that yet. And
I don't think Lego's always honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in this case, like with the whole regional exclusives, like they had 4 things under, which a lot of people forget. I mean, myself, I forgot about this stuff too. But like when people get angry about it, I'm like, I get it if they don't read the rest of it, you know? because Legos technically kept their word. Now,
Yeah.
with the whole coin thing, if they said they're bringing them back and they haven't yet, I don't know if they're gonna reproduce the coins. You know, like
Well,
I feel like that's still in the air.
Yeah,
you
and
know,
to add to that is something that Rick
They've
had
never
brought
kept
up.
their word on the regionals. When they said they were going to do that with the Sith and the Darth
That's what I
Vader
was
exclusive
saying.
helmets, those were not re-released.
okay,
For
so
like
you're
a year
right and you're
plus
wrong.
later,
The
never
Darth Vader helmets,
re-released.
Lego never claimed they were going to continue to have.
No, he's talking about the Sith one, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, the Sith one, you're right though. The Sith one, Lego said it. Like, well, let me rephrase that. Lego didn't say that, but on the box it said early release. So you're like, early release. Obviously, that means it's coming out after, and it didn't. So,
Well,
but for the Darth Vader helmets, they kept their word. But it was a Chicago. It was a certain convention exclusive, and they said, "We'll have it at Target. You have your red card, you can get it." And they kept their word with that. So,
Hey, I'm not complaining. I got
Yeah.
boxes of both.
I know you.
So if Lego wants to be a prick to the community, great. I'll
I mean,
smile.
the thing is,
I got
I love the regional stuff. Like, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I've spent money. Like, I spent on the DFB minifigs, right? Where they're going for like £2, £3 when they were out, and I paid over like $220 or something to get the full like 16. So, like, could I go? Oh, that's unfair. I mean, I could, but I mean, I had fun doing it. Like, I'm like, yo, I have all these minifigs. No one really in America has these, you know? So,
Yeah,
And I'm all about
that's cool.
limited quantity or
Yeah.
things like that. What makes me mad is when they make it to where certain people can't get it, unless you're gonna spend like whatever,
Mhm.
whatever amount of money. But I'm saying when certain people can't get it for the same price.
Yeah.
That's usually when I get upset about it. But
Yeah,
and my logic has always been, if you want something in life, work hard for it, get it. I mean, I look at myself at 19 years old. I think it was 19 when I bought all my Comic-Con minifigs. From like 18, 19. Like, I knew they were expensive, but I'm like, I want these. I'm going to work hard, work extra hard, work 2 jobs, take this extra money I'm making and put it towards Comic-Con minifigs, you know? Like, that was my logic.
yeah,
I believe that, like, unless it's something where, like, Lego's like, I'm only going to make one of it, or it's going for like 10, 20 grand, right? Like, you can literally buy anything if you just work hard enough and put away money and budget it correctly, you know? Like, even if you're working for a year straight, you know? Like, it'll be hell. If you want a $10,000 thing and you're like, I'm going to work a year straight till I get it, you can accomplish it if you want, you know?
yeah,
The only one stopping you is you, you know?
no, there's I don't
True.
disagree with that. I mean, if you work long enough and you can make enough money, and as long as you can. I mean, obviously, it gets more difficult if you have a lot of other bills or if you don't make a lot of money. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But like the San Diego Comic-Con, figures, anybody could still go to the Comic-Con as long as they all have the equal opportunity to get the ticket.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is to get a Comic-Con ticket? You have to usually know someone.
I know. I'm not saying that, but everybody still has the same opportunity to get the ticket. It's random and it's difficult, but everybody still has the same opportunity. But like that's what I'm saying. But like if something's exclusive in China, I mean, like
Hive, then fly your butt all the way. I was gonna cuss. Don't worry, it's not a Hive shirt. Fly your butt all the way to China and get it.
So, BFAB, how are you today? What's going on?
I am at work on my break, and I decided to hang out with y'all. So,
well, I appreciate that, man.
Nice.
Cool.
I always appreciate you.
Rick, how was your stream? I tried to pop in your stream the last hour. You didn't let me in, so it's sad.
I didn't let you in.
No, I was sitting there.
We're pretty full
like,
towards the end.
Yeah, I came like the last hour. I'm like, oh shoot, I better show up.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy. I'm very pleased. It was a success by any measurement.
You didn't die?
People, I didn't die, so people lost money. Sorry, guys. We actually ran an hour over offline. I was pleased with the number. I think at one point, my count, I stopped at 70 guests had come online.
That's awesome, mate.
Kane came twice. I said Moto came twice. Actually, he spent about 2.5 hours, which was something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
He gave us a private hour. Yeah, what a great guy. I wanted 5 minutes of his time, and I got over 2.5 hours. So that was incredible.
That's awesome.
But Moto's a nice guy.
Yeah, man. No doubt.
And
I appreciate
so
that
many
change
people gave their time and helped entertain and keep me going, keep me awake. And oh my
Now,
God.
Rick, am I responsible for making you get up and leave twice during your stream?
Well,
Is that
you definitely made me cry.
When you say that, though, you make it sound like it's in a negative way. I'm like,
No, it
oh,
was
shit,
hilarious.
I feel bad.
Like, yes, man.
No,
What do you do?
we were having
him
such
laugh.
a great time. Yeah,
Oh,
it
it
was such a good
funny.
time.
Oh, but no, mate, thank you so much. That was.
And my
That's
Instagram's
such a
blown
great
up. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this is huge. I'm beating invites away now, so it's like, wow. Totally not the intent, but I'm loving it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it.
So did
Well,
that help
It
your watch
tickled
time
me this
out?
morning to wake up after 8 hours, and it's like, wow.
Did
And
this-
you know,
did that-
and then from messages from some of the people who said they were coming, and then it's like, oh man, I get it. Hey, I left it casual. I didn't slot anybody in, not one person. I didn't want to do that. I could have, and I definitely recommend people do that to make sure they didn't have any lulls. I was fortunate that the big time space I was worried about, which was 3 a.m. my time to maybe 9 in the morning, was going to be dead. And because I figured that's when maybe Europe and Asia, which I don't have a lot of connections with, would be kicking in. And but no, people came out, and I was really pleased.
Yeah, man, it's awesome.
Yeah.
That was funny. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know that
Dude, you put in some serious time. I couldn't believe how much time you spent with us.
I was the whole narrator thing now. Cajun Yeti's already, but he's got me booked in now to be the narrator. I'm like, oh god, no worries.
You did such a great job, though.
Well, thank you, Brick Hive. I appreciate that.
I'm talking about,
God.
That is one sexy Australian voice.
I'm telling you,
Isn't it?
Well, thank you.
And then he
Pete.
started
Wait, you're
narrating
Australian,
everyone
right?
coming in, and it was just sweet.
I am BFAB.
Okay, I was worried. I didn't want you to be like, I'm from New Zealand, mate. You got it wrong. And I'm like, oh, dang it.
Well, hello, BFAB. How are you?
Wow. Okay, I'm getting too happy right now. Okay, I'm on my break. I can't be walking to work like, hey, they're like, you're walking a little weird. Okay, sorry, sorry, Hive, I had to do that.
you're fine.
You can find the cereal over there, and you're pointing without your fingers.
Good morning, Brick Maniac. How you doing, brother?
It was loads of fun. Had a great time.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Go Brick
Yeah, I just
Maniac.
couldn't believe because I woke up kind of late, because I was streaming the night before and everything, and I'm sitting here trying to wake up and everything, and I kick on the stream, and I was like, man, what the hell are you guys talking about? It's like,
yeah,
like I was still
there
kind
were
of
some
happy.
blue movements and some other color movements moments. And
I was like, am I having a flashback of a Hive stream or something?
yeah, there was definitely a lot of lifted inspiration from like BHAB's 24 and even some late night Hives that went too long. And
Good times.
It was.
But yeah, I'm glad that glad it was fun. You recuperated all right. And all that. So
But y'all ever realize Hive streams on the worst days? Like the one day I want sleep, all of a sudden Brick Hive is going. I'm like, Hive, are you kidding me?
Well, I used to have them pretty much any day, and I don't know, for a long time they've just been kind of sticking to Fridays.
Hive, you choose the worst days, especially when I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna get some sleep finally. Like, I'm laying in bed. All of a sudden, I get a notification. Ding! Brick Hive is going. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm going.
No sleep for you.
I will, if I know you're going live, Hive, I will not go to sleep. So.
I'll be fab. You don't have to come on my stream. It's okay.
No, I want to come on your stream.
I know, but also, I want you to get some rest, man.
No, screw sleep. I've been sleeping a lot more recently, so.
So this is what we're getting at.
Hey, that's good.
Well,
That's-
doesn't have detail yet, obviously. But the
it's-
hardest thing, man, is just trying to make sure I draw this brick in a very symmetrical way.
Yeah.
But
You're
yeah.
a great artist, Hive, just so you know.
Oh, thanks, BFab.
But you already know that.
So
Yeah,
I know.
Well, the thing is, BFab, you're an artist. So you probably could vouch for this, man. I mean, you're probably your own worst critic. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
I will probably criticize my artwork more than anybody. But I also will pat myself on the back, when I do something good. And
The thing is, Hive, is like, for me, I look at myself, like, I know I'm a good artist, but I'm not a great artist. Like, you are a great artist. Like, I see, like, one thing that I suck at drawing is people. I will never be able to draw people. I've tried time and time again, but, like, when you draw people, it is insane, So, like, I consider you a great artist. Like, I'm shocked by your drawings, and I'm not shocked by a lot of people's artwork. So
I just wish I didn't. That's what I'm hoping that I'm trying to do now. Is I'm trying to see how well I can get back into it. I'm actually thinking about buying this glove that you can put on your hands.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it's for people with diabetes or arthritis, and it's got something in it to where I think it stiffens like your hand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because my hand automatically wants to start, like the fingers want to start curling in. But like I can't like I'm just losing dexterity. Like I can't do certain things like I used to. Like I remember, for you Star Trek fans, I remember I used to be able to do this, the Vulcan thing, right? I could do it
look like a gang
I
sign.
could do it with my left hand. My right hand, I could do it, but it gets really difficult, and I can't do it with my fingers completely straight. But if I want to close my fingers like this, see how they're all closed? I can't do it with this hand. Like there's these two fingers won't. I just can't. And even like that, like my hands like curved. You know what I mean? Like trying to, especially flatten them out. Like I don't even know if I can straighten this finger out completely. So it's just getting more and more difficult, you know what I mean, to draw because of stuff like this.
You know what I recommend, Hive, and this is really good advice: cutting off your hands.
How do I draw? You talking about just drawing like with a stub, like having
Or build Lego. How are you going to build Lego?
My
just
uncle
tape it
lost
to a
all
nub.
my uncle lost all his fingers in an accident, and not my singer uncle. My other uncle, he cut off all his fingers back in the day with a saw, and he does all right.
With drawing?
No, just not drawing. Just a daily task. No, I mean drawing is a whole new different
I could
thing.
just ask Mrs. Hive to help me, But Mrs. Hive can't draw.
Can Mrs. Hive build Lego sets for you though, Hive? She might be able to help you.
Yeah, but I don't know if she would. But dude, hold on. I gotta show you something. She bought me something yesterday.
Your wife buys you something? My own wife won't even buy me anything, even though she's not real.
I was telling her about how I really wanted that the Christmas set for the the calendar. And she felt so bad for me because I can't buy any Lego. She bought it for me, dude.
Oh, hey, that's cool.
And she's like, isn't it those two that you really wanted?
Oh,
I was like, yes.
So you guilted her into buying. Hive, you should do that more often. Yeah, I really want to know. Do you have the Falcon, Hive?
Dude, BFab, if I
guilted her to buy you the Falcon,
buy me Lego, believe me, I would
Killed her to buy a
serious
Falcon.
guilt trip already, dude. I would have done something so horrible. I've been like, you're making me go crazy. I can't stand it. I need a UCS Millennium Falcon.
do it, Hive. I think it'd work in your favor. If possible, I recommend manipulation all the time. So
I'm pretty sure she's actually smarter than me, so I don't think I'm gonna outsmart her, dude.
hit her with a rock or something,
I think they call that domestic violence, BFAB.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of laws that might sort of stand in the way of that.
And she's either going to retaliate and hurt me, or she's going to call the cops on me. One of the two.
I meant a boulder, not a rock. You got to do something that does a little more damage, you know?
Oh, I thought you were going to say throw something at her with less damage. I was like, well, I could throw a banana at her. I mean, that might hurt. It won't kill her.
Highest next video, throwing bananas at my wife. Talking about bananas, I got to go back to work and stock some bananas. That's a good transition. But have fun, guys.
Good to see you, BFAB. Take
Peace,
care, mate.
BFAB.
Take care, y'all. Peace.
See you, mate.
Man, I tell you, it wouldn't be a conversation with BFAB if we didn't talk about domestic violence.
Wow.
Oh man.
There you go.
All right, what's everybody talking about? You should get a high polymer eraser. Actually, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to get again if I start really getting back into drawing. Different erasers, different like pens and pencils, and I forget what they're called. Sidious, maybe somebody can help me remember, but they look almost like pencils made out of paper, and they're used for shading.
Oh, and you peel it back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I always forget what they're called, but I usually have a lot of those because I am a shading fanatic.
Oh, now you're testing the mateship here, Hive. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Oh, you're going to have me Googling that in a minute. I'm going to try and figure out what the bloody hell it is now.
Yeah, I really keep forgetting what they're called.
Oh, not calligraphy, but yeah, I know what it is you're referring to. It's gone. too early in the morning.
Will says blending sticks. I don't think that's what they're called.
My daughter doesn't know. I just asked her. She draws a lot.
Yeah, they have a very weird name. That's why I think I can never remember. I mean, yeah, I could just Google it and find out, but I'm being lazy right now. It's like I'm trying to stop the drawing. Which this is actually turning out a little better than I actually thought it was going to. So
yeah, no, it's coming.
I mean, it's again, I'm not putting any detail yet. I'm just slowly building up, the fingers now.
I like the fingers. They look sort of almost alien sort of looking to them. You know what I mean? Like that sort of really thin. That's cool, mate. That's awesome.
Thanks. And like I said, at first, I was gonna have it like literally like grabbing the brick, but then I was like, you're not gonna see anything on the brick. So having its hand a little bit opening and it's sitting in the palm of the skeleton hand, I thought might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But we shall see. I'm going to combine stunts with hidden side today. Really?
Oh, that could be interesting.
So Hive, I've looked this up. So on Amazon, they call them a China marker, and it's they're not expensive, and they do peel away, and they got that solid core. Phano, Phano, is one of the brand names I'm seeing. But yeah, it's got the peel away paper, solid core.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible there could be a few different names for it as well. But yeah, because when I was young and first started really getting into shading and stuff like that, I would literally either use my finger to kind of shade. And just so everybody knows what I'm talking about, this is what I mean.
If you search for peel off, you'll see lots of brand names for it.
Yeah.
So like if I did like something like this, this is really rough, but then like I'd get my fingertip just a little bit damp, and you can kind of see shade a little bit. But then I started end up using things better than my finger. Like I started using like Kleenex, or I'd start using like a Q-tip,
Yeah.
or something like that. And then I found those, whatever they're called, things that we're talking
Sponge or something, Hive, or
I don't know if I've used a sponge, but I
No.
think I have. But those pencils, those paper pencils, whatever they're called, those work the best.
Yeah.
And there's different sizes and different thicknesses to them and stuff like that, where you can do more. Like some of them work really good for closer line work. Some of them will work better for broad strokes. I've also been wanting to take a stab at I don't know how to do it yet, but there's a way you can use brushes, like literal paint brushes, to do like certain shading and all that. And I've been really kind of thinking about trying to take a stab at that, but I don't know. And then I was gonna be a tattoo artist for a while, and I learned a whole different type of shading with tattooing.
Yeah.
Which is very.
Buy yourself a lot of oranges. That's what I learned. If you're going to learn how to tattoo, you work on an orange. Apparently, it's very close to working on human skin.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Apparently.
Yeah, there's different things. I know some people use melons. I know a lot of people use actual like pig skin. You know, it just depends. But yeah, that was another way I learned.
Pigs squeal, don't they?
Squeeze. Tattooing is a difficult thing to just jump into. That is something that takes years of apprenticeship, and you have to know the right people. And I don't know. I just moved around too much.
Peter comes down on you.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's gonna turn out badly. And then there was a different type of shading I kind of loved, and that's with sculpting. Because sculpting shading is natural. You don't have to do any shading because your sculpting is already doing the shading for you because the way the light reflects off stuff. I wanted to, I don't know, and I still might. It's possible, but I didn't do any pumpkin carving this year, and I was really kind of thinking about getting a couple pumpkins and taking a stab at it, but well, not taking a stab at it like for the first time, but taking a stab at it this year. But I just haven't got them yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Hive, as much as I'd love to stay on, and it is like where I am in Australia, it's just gone past 2:30 in the morning, so I will need to bow out. But mate, thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah, no problem.
I really did appreciate it, mate. Thank you. And it was great getting to catch up with you on Rick's stream there as well. And Rick, sorry I couldn't come back for the final part of your stream, mate. I did miss the final part of Rick's stream, but Hive, mate, thank you again. I really appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, man. Again, thanks for being on. And anytime you want to come on,
yeah,
man, no, definitely.
Really appreciate it again, and good to see you again, Rick, as well. He's back now. Yep.
Later, brother.
Good on your Hive. Thanks again, Rick. You too, mate. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for everything, Taz.
Yeah, we'll definitely catch up again as well. Thanks everyone in the chat, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.
Hey, man. Later.
See you guys.
Rick, what you got planned for today?
I had everything, and then it turns out I had nothing. Apparently, I'm too tired to drive. So I'm not. I was going to travel 2 hours to my buddy's sale.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Not doing that. Just hanging back
dude,
and chill. Because I do have work tomorrow, so it's like I need to be in shape to get to work. So
yeah, that's important.
Maybe take pictures and video of some of the stuff I built, and then figure out where to put like the Batwing I built. Dude, I had no idea this 1989 Batwing was that big. I mean, it's beautiful. It really is.
It's way bigger than it seems.
I mean, it'll go in a cabinet, but I'll have to remove a shelf to put it in a cabinet. I could hang it off of one of my bookcases, but then eventually I'll have to dust it, and I'm not going to be thrilled about dusting black Lego.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
actually, that set was short one piece, by the way. When I built that, right when you're doing the canopy on it, there's a 1x2 profile brick that's dark tan that you need. And they did not supply it at all. It's not like I'm missing anything, because the one thing about my build station is really nothing can fall off it now.
Oh, wow.
And it's high contrast on the white surface, right?
Right.
So what they did do, they supplied a 2x2, same color, dark tan tile, which of course is not used anywhere in the build. So Lego
What?
gave me the wrong part. So I just grabbed a 1x2 brick and stuck it in there. No one's going to see it. So now I got to decide, like, do I go rummage through my bulk, or do I contact Lego and say, hey, you screwed me for one brick that no one's ever going to see? But I know that's got one wrong
Yeah, I
part in there.
mean,
And that bothers me for what I paid for the set. I don't like to be that guy. If it was an obvious part or a critical build part that was missing, which is always a worry.
mhm.
I mean, because I build stuff other than Lego, that's where it really gets anxious when you're building if something is missing or broken or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Because if you can't swap in an actual working Lego bit, then you're in real trouble. You can't finish your build sometimes.
Yeah, the only thing that saved me, because out of all the times I've been missing something, I mean, like let's say I was missing something 10 times. I mean, I probably only called 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Because I have so many Lego pieces and bins that I've bought and that I've always pretty much had. Basically, I think the only times I haven't called is when I haven't had a piece, or it's just been something very a matter of principle.
Yeah.
You buy a $350 set. You want all the pieces that come with it, even if it's something that isn't a big deal as a piece.
Mhm.
So yeah.
I've only actually called for replacement parts probably 3 or 4 times in 9 years.
Okay.
I don't like to do it. Also, Lego, at least up here in Canada, we're finding that they're definitely making shit lists of people. Because
I've heard.
I've got a few people in my circles who are at least once to twice a year making those phone calls, and they seem to be having problems getting replacement parts or even being able to order from the online shop where they're being told, yeah, your VIP still works, but you can now just go shop in the store, sir. It's like, wow. Customer service is changing.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong.
But there's
I've
people
heard
abusing the system too, so I get it.
No, I've heard about that. Because that's something that has been concerning for me. It was like the last time when I had the issues with the gunship. I was really worried because I'm like calling for 3 missing pieces and my sticker ripped, and that just doesn't look good. And
Did you
then
get a replacement sticker sheet?
they sent me both the sticker sheets just because they couldn't figure out which one it was on the sticker that I was talking about. They couldn't figure it out. So anyways, they sent me both the sticker sheets. But then, like, luckily, the last thing that I had an issue with was the Mandalorian Armory or Armor, or I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I bought that at Target, so I didn't have to call Lego. But even when I went to Target, because it was missing the minifigures, and yeah, it was missing all the minifigs.
Oh, okay. So that was someone screwed them, right?
Even though I couldn't find any tear in the bags or like the box wasn't ripped open or nothing.
The state of the art of doing that is pretty good now.
But when I went to the customer service, I just walked up and I was like, hey, this was missing the minifigures, and they just took it and then just refunded my money. And I was like, okay. I mean, look, I appreciate that, but I'm like, geez, how do you even know I'm not? Like, how do you know I didn't just take it home, take the minifigures out, and then just brought it back? You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. It's like
they just send it upstream. They're not too concerned about it.
Well,
now if they see you come in the next day and then the day after that, then they're going to start taking your name and number and
right. But it's still it seems like a pretty. I mean, I know they're not losing money big, like in the bigger scheme of things, because obviously it's a multi-billion-dollar company, but. I mean, I was listening to a report a couple days ago about returns in businesses. It was like every once in a while I'll listen to like some financial reports and stuff, just to kind of understand like how the stock market is doing or just how businesses are doing or the economy. And they were discussing returns, and the lady was saying that literally 25% of the returns that they get, like just in a broad stroke, like just across stores in general, not just one particular store, but just out of all the collective data, 25% of all the returns that stores get and all that, they just throw away. And
Yeah.
you would think maybe like that wouldn't be that much, but it turns out to be like like billions of dollars, man. They just throw it away. It's crazy. And then there's another wave of stuff that could be damaged that they don't throw away, but then they'll just lump it all together like on a pallet and then auction it off.
Yeah.
Which of course they're not going to make any money, like because they're losing money, but it's still better than taking a complete loss.
Amazon and Walmart up here in Canada, we're real big for that. Reverse logistics. The stuff's not even looked at. We accept it, and then it gets sent to third-party liquidators, and it's gone.
And then there's just a smaller percentage of stuff they'll literally just put right back on the shelves. But it's not as big as a lot of people would think.
Well, if you order from like Walmart online, at least up here in Canada, 99% of it will not go back out to a customer. Even if it's clearly unopened or never got to a customer, it won't go out again. Just because every time it's handled, more damage can occur.
Right. Well, and then I guess even more so with today's world going on, you don't want stuff that's already been handled like that. Somebody took it home.
And there are different laws like up here for baby stuff, right? Just baby seats, cribs, stuff like that. You can't even risk having a used item now go out to, use for babies. A lot of laws involved depending on where you are. People will buy like baby stuff in Canada, take it down to the States and try and sell it online in the States on Facebook.
Oh, wow.
Because I guess you have some different laws.
Yeah. And even down here, like we have federal laws, but then laws can be different state to state,
Yeah.
So it can definitely vary.
Well, it's like your flood cars come up here.
Our flood what?
Flood damaged cars? Automobiles? Really? Yeah. That's a big problem up here in Canada.
What, like
so you guys will write off a car that's been flood damaged, right? And somehow it ends up on a truck or flatbed, ends up in Canada, cleaned up a little, and someone buys it, and they don't investigate the VINs, and next thing you know, when you're checking it out, it's like, yeah, this car was written off, looks great, $50,000 Mercedes, and it turns out, it was written off flood damage.
Wow.
And you wonder why the car don't start.
Wow. Yeah, I had no idea, man.
Oh, yeah.
That
and they don't know how to combat that up here. We're struggling.
Well, I mean, I feel like there should be something like written down, like that should be something stated. You know what I mean?
Well, the big problem is the person-to-person sale, where people aren't investigating VINs and getting like a Carfax or something done. But even that can be faked. And
well, here's the thing also, is even if people do know, if you sell it for a cheap enough price, people.
If it's declared, there's no issue. But the problem is they're not being declared.
Well, a lot of
people aren't asking the right questions.
Like for instance, like when you buy something electronic and they ask you, like, would you like to get the 10-year warranty? I mean, look, your best bet is to get the warranty. You know what I mean? But obviously, if it's something you don't want to pay extra for, you know what I mean? Like my buddy, he never buys any electronics without getting a warranty. Like
really,
even if he just buys a cheap TV at Walmart, man, like he won't buy like a cheap TV, but anything, dude, because he told me he's like the warranty, he's like is so cheap compared to the cost if I have to replace or repair it. He's like, even if it doesn't happen, he's like, you only pay the warranty one time, so it's not, I don't know, but I'm one of those people, I never buy the warranty. I'm always just gambling, man. I'm like, all right, well, hopefully it lasts.
I buy the warranty on one thing, new phones. Because if I break it, covering the cost of the replacement screen or whatever damage. But yeah, other than that, I don't. When I bought my Samsung TV, I didn't buy the extra warranty because chances are when time's up on it, I'm going to want the new tech anyway.
Right.
I'll go buy the new one. But when I was a kid, I know we used to do dirty deals. Like we had one store for Future Shop had a really good deal. Now it's Best Buy because they bought them out. and their warranty was great. So what a lot of people did was they would damage their item right before the end of
Mm.
the warranty,
Oh
go get the new
wow.
one, and then their deal was so good they gave you the new warranty on that item. You
Hmm.
could actually take a warranty and go 3, 4 generations on an item.
That's wild.
Oh, it was. It was very abused for a long
Mhm.
time.
There are definitely people. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, there's a lot of people. I'm like, that's pretty creative, and like, wow, you beat the system or something like that. But
Yep.
then on the other side, I'm like, dude, you're the reason why everything sucks for the rest of us. Why the prices get jacked
Price
up,
goes up. Yep.
right? Like insurance frauds are really big on that because then that's why a lot of reasons insurance rates go up.
Well, it's like, hey, there was that sports story coming out of the States about the 17 basketball players who beat the medical benefits coverage.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, I mean, they were all B-level players. They weren't your top stars because, of course, your top stars don't need to defraud the
Mm,
benefits
yeah.
packages, that go with their big paychecks. But it's the guys who sit on the bench a lot, and
Mm,
they go in and falsely declare they're having dental work done or whatever medical stuff done when they're perfectly fine and they don't have a health issue, and they're in cahoots with their HMOs or their doctors or whatever, and
right.
yeah, they run up the benefits like a couple $1 million in fraud, and it's like, yeah, we all pay for that.
Hmm. Yeah, that is
And
very
even and,
true.
and even those B-level players, I mean, they were still getting what I would call good money. I mean, they're playing a children's game.
Well, it's
Okay.
not just that, but I mean, if you're sitting on the bench, I mean, okay, I get it. That sucks, and for your pride or whatever, your love for the game. But if you're still getting paid well to sit on a bench,
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? But here's the other thing too that I've noticed, like people, it seems like most people with money. I don't know what the percentage would be, but a lot of people with money, they just blow their money, and it doesn't surprise me how fast they go through it, man. I mean, look, if I won a buttload of money somehow on the lottery or whatever, I mean, like, would I buy stuff? Yeah, I mean, I'd buy some stuff, but like, I wouldn't be buying mansions. I'd just pay off our house, pay off our bills, my truck payment, that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, you want to use it to have some fun, but at the same time, like, dude, you can't just be blowing like millions of dollars every month. It's like that's not gonna last, man. Hey, Moto. Good morning.
Good morning, Moto.
He says Rick spoke my name, so I guess Moto appeared. Larry says warranty definitely wouldn't cover flood damage. A lot of people are screwed by that. Yeah, so that's something else too because we're in a flood area, and yeah,
So you
our
can't get insurance coverage to
no, no,
cover
no, we
floods?
can, but
You
see,
can.
here's the thing that insurance people know, and I get flood insurance is going to be a little bit more if you're in a flooded area. Okay, I get that. You know what I mean? But they know you need it, so they're going to jack the prices up to whatever they want to jack them up to be.
Sure.
And but there are a lot of places. I remember in Florida hearing about certain places where you couldn't even get flood insurance or something like that, and it's like, what do you mean? Like, a hurricane can wipe through this place, man, and flood it. So yeah. And then no matter what, pretty much any insurance company, I don't care what their commercial is or how much they say they like you, they're going to try and finagle out of paying as little money as possible, man.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's
big up here too.
And again, I get it's a business and you can't just go splurging, but at the same time, like for instance, I got somebody rear-ended me. I don't know, I was in like my early 20s, and somebody rear-ended my truck, and when they hit me fairly hard. So they hit me hard enough, and I was driving an F-150. They hit me hard enough to where my bumper, like if it sticks out like that, it was like that.
Ooh.
So that they hit me hard enough to flatten and turn up my bumper. Okay. But it did something to my truck. And I know I'm a maintenance technician and I can do some mechanics, but I'm not an engine mechanic. And I couldn't figure out what it was. But ever since I got hit, they did something to my truck. Dude, the insurance company wouldn't even look at it. They wouldn't even investigate it. They saw the bumper. They said, we're going to replace that bumper. And that's all the damage that, you know, And
So
I was thinking about
up here, when
getting
you get rear-ended, so I got rear-ended twice, and the insurance coverage is something like 12 inches past the last visible point of the hit. So I got rear-ended, and my wife got rear-ended as well in our RAV4. And there wasn't a lot of visible damage. Bumper gets knocked in, a little bit on the frame, about $4,000 each time with the damage. And the way they look at it as uh, point of impact, point of visible damage, and I think it's like 6 to 12 inches beyond that.
Mhm.
So if there's frame, exhaust, whatever, rear alignment, they'll fix all that. Body panel alignment, they'll fix that. Glass, but beyond that, nothing. So I guess people used to abuse it and say, well, yeah, I got rear-ended, but my side doors don't work, or this doesn't work, or that doesn't
Mhm.
work. But they don't really investigate much further than that. And I really found that both interesting and odd because, depending on the speed of a hit, I mean, there could be a cascading effect
Right.
throughout the vehicle. Maybe something got knocked loose in the front from it. Apparently, that's not looked at up here, at least not vigorously anyway.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a weird call because I just noticed, like Larry said, insurance wouldn't cover pre-existing flood damage either. Well, speaking of pre-existing stuff, like up until whatever few years back, and I believe I have Obama to thank for this, that my insurances wouldn't cover my pre-existing diabetes until they reworked all that crap. And that sucks, man. Like, I'm like, what what am I paying you for? Like, so I don't know. Insurance companies definitely, like a lot of other things, man. They can be real scummy.
So you got to pay for stuff like test strips and all that kind of thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, wow.
yeah. I got to pay for all my medication. Now I have insurance, so I don't have to pay as much, but I also don't get like the high quality, like top quality medication. I just get like your basic generic, stuff. But dude, yeah, I can't. I don't know, man. That's a whole nother topic. Our health care system and stuff like that. Because yeah, man, if you don't have insurance, which can cost you a fortune, you'd be paying a fortune for your medication, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. My car is currently in the body shop. Oh, he says, I have in the past worked in the auto industry for almost 20 years. In my experience, only USAA actually takes care of their customers. Yeah, I'm not sure. Macro says my wife got rear-ended, got lawyer, and got paid large. Huh. Bye, Moto. May there be peace when you are done. State Farm has always paid up quickly for me, especially after a tornado and bad hailstorm. I mean, look, and obviously it's probably different per state, per county, per city, per individual, insurance agent kind of thing. I mean, it just probably depends on a lot of different stuff. But overall, I think, yeah, usually they're. Hey, Bearded Bricks in the house. What's up? What's up? Good morning. Larry says lay your weary head to rest.
Bearded missed you yesterday.
What's that?
I missed Bearded yesterday. He couldn't make it. Busy.
Yeah, I know that both of them been pretty busy with a lot of stuff. But yeah, life is always so busy. It goes by so fast trying to get so many things done.
It's coming. Yeah, it's coming together.
Yeah, it's getting there. And like I said, I wasn't gonna put a lot of detail into it yet because I was gonna check with them and say, hey, is this kind of what you're thinking about? You got some changes you want to kind of make, and then, like I said, I didn't even do the skull one yet, which I thought was pretty cool. But again, it's whatever the buyer of the artwork wants. It's not what I want.
Oh, is this a commission piece?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Even better.
Yes. After I do the commission piece, then I'm going to do a fun piece. I'm going to draw a Star Wars helmet. I just don't know which one yet. And then,
is it going to be realistic? Like you're going to
yeah,
lift all the? Oh, nice. Okay.
you know, I want to do like a hyperrealism portrait. The only time I don't really draw anything too realistic if I'm drawing something very cartoony, which occasionally I'll do. I've tried to switch up my style as far as doing different things. You know, I could draw some very cartoony type stuff. You know, I could draw like some flowers or something very pretty or beautiful. Then I could draw like, you know, some type of crazy looking monster or something. I always try to keep it fresh, real, different. Brickmaster, good morning.
One of my friends, he collects the helmets and stuff, and I wasn't even aware that you could buy all these Star Wars helmets, and he's got all these X-wing and then the TIE fighter pilot helmets and stuff. Like, wow, talk about something that takes up a lot of space. And these are all, and the ones he's got are wearable. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, the Black Series makes helmets.
So what it is, Black Series?
Well, I'm sure there's other companies, but I know Black Series does, because they also make like lightsabers and stuff too. But yeah, their helmets are freaking great. There's been a few of them that I really would like to have gotten, but they're not cheap, man. I mean, they're generally about $150 to $200 a piece.
Now, see, I cringe at that, but of course, anyone would cringe at what we spend on bricks. It's like,
yeah, man. I can tell you right now, I have no right to ever criticize anybody spending much money on something that they enjoy. Like, I used to give my aunt all kinds of crap for spending like hundreds of dollars on her hair every month, you know? And I was like, man, who am I to tell her, like, or make fun of her, you know, for spending that much money on her hair? You know what I mean? When I'm sitting here spending more on plastic toys. So, yeah, I get the need to buy things that, you know, you enjoy. I get it. Britta Bricks, what are you saying? Yeah, I ended up getting stuck at work late. Then was summoned to a drag strip near the house. Ended up kind of working there too. Yeah, it's man, it's difficult sometimes just getting time to do stuff. I mean, and my time is so limited just between work and life and the channel and now the house, and like today. So today I was gonna finish up setting up the shelves that I put up, putting up the lights and all that. But I really wanted to go to the Lego store today and check to see if I can find that minifig brick costume or whatever, and see if they had any of the pigs. I really want some pigs.
Priorities.
I wasn't gonna buy any sets or anything. I just wanted to check out their minifig stuff, and maybe the pick-a-brick wall if they have some pieces that I need, because I do need some more tan pieces now that I'm setting up the beach and the desert and everything. I do need some more green base plates. God dang, dude. I need roughly 12 to 15.
Wow.
And I looked up on Amazon because I have some Amazon points. So I was like, okay, well, I can buy some without spending any money. So I put in like 15 green base plates, and it came out to like 160, 70 bucks or something, man. I was like, God dang it.
You can't find some used ones you'd be happy with, or?
I would be perfectly happy with used ones. I just haven't looked for used ones yet. I just looked to see how much like new ones would be, because even the ones on Amazon, they were like $2 off or something. They were like $5, $6 a piece or something, instead of whatever, the 7, 8 or whatever.
I mean, you would think, me being all bricks Ken, I'd say go buy knockoffs. The problem is, with the knockoff plates, and I've bought a lot of different ones over the years.
Mm-hmm.
They're hit and miss which ones are good and which ones aren't, and the names change so much.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like I know of 4 different styles of them,
Mm-hmm.
and even if they work okay for small bricks, if you put a long brick on some of them,
Mm-hmm.
they don't clutch right. So I can't recommend third-party plates until you find one on your own that works, and then you turn around and make another order real quick and get the rest that you need, because
Right.
you could end up in a real bad spot if you were to buy the knockoffs.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm some hardcore purist or anything, but yeah, like you just said, I want to make sure, one, that the clutch is right, two, that, and this is probably a really silly thing to say because it probably is, but make sure just the depth, the thickness is right on the plate.
Because that's a
And
biggie. That's a
right,
biggie. Because
and
I've gotten some that, you put, Lego, a good third party, and then I get another one, right color. It's like,
right,
damn, they're
and
thicker.
it's not like I just need one in a corner to where it probably wouldn't, affect the layout that much, but obviously I need a bunch. And then just making sure that the colors are right. Because I already have the light green, the newer light green, and then the darker, older ones. So I definitely don't want to have like a third shade of green in there. So yeah. So I don't know. I should probably just look on like eBay or something, or reach out to some people we know and be like, hey, you got some green base plates you want to sell?
I know you wouldn't want to do it, but if you asked right here,
Not right where.
I'm sure, well, right here on your channel,
Oh. Anybody got any green base plates they want to sell?
Yeah.
If you do, say something in the chat and then I'll reach out to you.
Hit Hive up on Instagram.
Also, I don't want this to sound, rude, but I don't want to buy just one base plate off you. I mean, it's not going to be worth the shipping or anything for me to just buy one base plate. But if you got at least a few of them, I will buy them in bulk from you. Will says, Brick Hive, they had the pigs and the brick torso guy at my store, FYI. Huh.
Stuff like the pigs and that just disappears almost instantly up here.
Well,
as soon as someone hears it's in the store, someone's there the next morning, and they'll buy as many as they can get their hands on.
I'm curious if, hold on a minute, let me check one. I can't remember how far Annapolis is from here. Annapolis. Dang, man. It's 54 minutes away from me. My Lego store is 30 minutes.
I'll tell you, after the price hike in gas this week here in Toronto.
Oh my God, dude.
$1.49.9 a liter Canadian, which, I don't know what that converts to for you guys in the States by the gallon, but it's brutal. It's the highest I think I've ever seen up here.
Well, pretty much everywhere right now that we've seen, at least in Maryland, like the cheapest gas we've seen is like $3.30, $3.31 a gallon.
$3.31. Wow.
Yeah.
A gallon.
Dude, but whatever amount, whatever years ago it was, I don't know, like several years ago, I remember when it was almost $5 for a while. It was like $4.40, $4.60 at times. It finally started dropping back.
So I'm guessing you guys don't have price protections at all for gas in the States. Now, it's not that we really have it in Canada, but there is a little bit of regulation, but still.
Dude, we're taxed twice on gas, man.
Oh, so are we. So are we. At least twice. And it's not even supposed to be legal to tax on a tax, and they do. They lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they call it fees and not taxes, but they're full of crap.
Yeah, I can't wait till that whole empire topples down.
I think it's 62% of what I pay for gas now is tax, which is outrageous.
Well, something that's so crazy too is something that Mrs. Hive and I we stopped at when we were done getting all our stuff and running our errands. We stopped at Red Robin for dinner, and it was the Red Robin we stopped at was at the mall. So we're walking up the parking lot, and we had to park kind of far back because it was pretty crowded. But then we noticed, like right at the beginning of the parking lot, the best parking spaces are all for charging your car. And
Green
the whole thing,
spaces.
yeah. Well, and Mrs. Hive's big thing is once she pays off her student loans, she wants to buy a Tesla. That's
Nice.
going to be like her gift to herself. But we were joking around, be like, yeah, man, you could have, instead of paying for gas, you could have just used a free electric, or whatever, and charge the car, and we would have had a better parking spot.
You'd think, but I bet you a whole bunch of those spaces were occupied by non-green cars, because that's what I find.
Oh, I don't know if they were or not, but
Yeah. A lot of people are pricks, and they'll park whatever vehicle in that spot because it's close.
Dude, if when she gets her Tesla or whatever, we go up to a space and it's got a car like that in it, I'm calling tow truck company immediately. I'm calling immediately. No, because like for me, it's the same thing with like, well, it's not the same thing, obviously, but like I've seen a lot of people try and park on like handicap spots.
Yeah.
And even though I get their mindset, I guess, because they're just thinking like, man, there's like 8 handicap spots that they're never used, like, but it's still, you can't do that, man.
Yeah.
Because it's and then you do it, then everybody's gonna start doing it, and then it's just gonna be problems.
Yeah, we take it pretty serious up here.
But
I tell you though, at my warehouse, it's pretty bad because, of course, the first 2 spots, are for the handicap. Not that we have any, but we're supposed to leave them. We're obligated to leave these spaces empty.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll see one of the bosses park there. It's like, are you kidding? And I can't say a word. It's like, go on. And they say, oh, yeah, it's only for a few minutes, hit and run, because they're bouncing between the different warehouses. And it's like, okay. I mean, they're never used. They're absolutely never used. But it's a bad visual.
Well, again, like I said, you let one person do it, then you got to let everybody do it. You know what I mean? And then it becomes a serious problem. Let's see here. Since the color shade shouldn't matter, you're gonna cover them up anyways. But yeah, I don't know. Some of it might show through, obviously. I mean, because some of it won't get covered up completely. But it's all good. I mean, look, it's a work in progress, man. Just be patient.
Beard, is that $5 for premium per gallon?
Well, then yeah, we have the low, medium, and then a high gas. Larry says over $6 a gallon in some places in California. Thank God I'm in Colorado, around $2.80 now. Yeah, now California is probably the worst. They probably have the worst gas prices than any of us in the States.
Isn't that funny? And California basically directs the entire automotive industry, really.
Dude, California is insane. Like they have jacked up that state so bad with taxes and all.
Because every car that we buy here, everything is all to California standards. Because that's just the way the automotive industry is now.
Right.
Whatever they want in a car, whether it's we want certain mileage capabilities or safety capabilities, whatever, that's all based on California standards. They direct the industry now.
Yeah. You better be doing some better directing.
Which is really annoying when you're in Canada and you need vehicles that'll survive a Canadian winter.
Well, that's why, I wouldn't even understand that to begin with, because you guys are in a whole different demographic, man, than California. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeti says we were at 269. Well, it sounds like, that makes sense to me, Yeti. I mean, because you guys are down there where gas comes in. You know what I mean? So the further north you get, the higher the gas is going to be.
Further away from refineries and pumping, yeah.
For instance, probably, I'm trying to think where the worst place would be besides California, but Michigan is probably really hurting on gas right now as far as the price. Hey, what's up, Cy? How you doing, man?
Morning, Cy.
Will says he sent me a message. Oh. Well, let me check. Let me check on that, Will. Let me see what you just sent me. Oh.
Whatever you do, don't open up your banking on your phone because we got a good view of it.
So Will, yeah, no, I'm totally down with that, and I can pay you for them. But Will, you can come see me. I don't know if it's way out of your way or if you'd want to, but or I can meet you where you wrote. You just let me know, man. But if you want to come visit, you can. I mean, I'd have to look again at the date you just said, but obviously the Lego room's probably still gonna be a little messy. It's probably gonna be messy for a little while.
Paid tours coming soon. Brick Hive's Lego room.
What about tours? What?
He said paid tours coming soon.
Oh, paid tours.
We're gonna fund the $400 animation software. We're gonna get you some peelable Chinese pencils.
There you go. Yeah, those things. Normally I could find it like Walmart or something, man, really cheap. But yeah, so I like I said, I have so much stuff to do, man. Besides finishing the shelves and making that video, maybe trying to go to the Lego store, maybe. Also, there's a collaboration, a stop motion collaboration. I wanted to do with somebody. And I have my next stop motion that I wanted to do anyways. I just have so much stuff on my plate.
It's good to be busy.
Yeah. It definitely makes time go by fast. That's for sure.
Oh, I love it. So Sai says, Will told me he is planning on squatting in your house.
That's what I hear.
Troll under the desk. Reaching up to grab Lego.
I mean, dude, this place is so dang big, man. You could probably squat in here. We wouldn't even know it for a while. Dude, the cat was hiding somewhere and took us forever to figure out where she was hiding. Because, we narrowed it down to certain places because, we keep doors closed. So it's not like, for instance, the cat's only been down here once. And because
you got a full, so do you got open cavities in the walls anywhere? Crawl spaces or?
Not that she would be able to get to. It turned out she was actually hiding inside the couch.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I have a stop motion collaboration I wanted to do with somebody, and I don't want to give anything away or who it is yet, but they came up with a pretty good idea because I was like, oh, I really would love to do a collaboration. I was like, my brain is just mush right now. I was like, I can't think of any ideas for a while. But he came up with one. I thought it was pretty good. It should be pretty funny. So, and from what he was saying, it shouldn't be too difficult to actually film either. So that helps.
Sweet.
Yeah. Because I always have a bad habit of trying to make things way more complicated than they need to be. Yeti says, please open the banking on the phone. You're a voice actor? Yeah, I mean, look, when I get ready to do the next stop motion, I'm gonna make a video. I might do it on the stream, but I'll probably make a video kind of telling everybody what it's about, like the general purpose of it or what it'll be, and then do a roll call for the casting.
Cajun can do plenty of unique voices for you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because some of the voices I picked, like let's say I'm like, hey, I need a voice for Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like 5 people might come to me and say like they do it, but I'm going to probably pick the one that I think would suit Spider-Man the best. Except for I created a type of Spider-Man for Sans. because I just, for some reason, I had this idea in my head about this Spider-Man called the Savage Spider-Man, and he's just got a really sharp tongue. And I don't know, for some reason, I always just kind of envisioned Sans like voicing him. And
Okay.
Sans did voice him. Yeah, he did voice him in my stop motion review I did for the Cars. And yeah, I was like, yeah, hopefully Sans won't mind coming back and doing that voice again, because I was like, I want to have Savage Spider-Man again. But so, anyways, but the point being is, like, sometimes a character, or like people I pick because I think they'd suit a character better. Sometimes it doesn't really matter. Sometimes, you know, if I have like somebody sig fig, obviously I want them to voice their sig fig.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hive, I got a cut. Got some stuff I got to take care of. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being on. I appreciate it.
Oh, no. Hey, anytime. Catch you later. Peace.
So yes, Yeti, I will reach out. Well, like I said, when I get ready to do the next stop motion, I'm going to just do a video. And then like I'll probably just tell everybody, like, if you're interested, let me know in the comments or something, or maybe I'll post it on Instagram or something like that. So I am just about kind of wrapping this part up. So what I'll do is I'll end up showing this to the person and asking them if this is kind of okay, if like this is at least the general direction they kind of want to go in. And if they do, I'll start like darkening the lines, putting in detail, start doing shading. I know it looks kind of weird because I have these lines where the studs are, but that was just trying to make sure I do them symmetrically. But yeah, like that's basically the gist of it. The skeleton hand just holding the brick. And then I was going to put their name on the side of the brick. Yeah. The other one that I'm going to do for them will have a skull instead of a hand. And I kind of had an idea of putting the brick in between their teeth. Like how like pirates, how they'll hold a knife in between their teeth. That's kind of how it would be, except it'd be the Lego brick. So yeah, what kind of time frame are we on? We're on 2 hours and 17 minutes. Okay. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, I figured Yeti was very good at voices. I got that feeling just from listening to him on the stream. And I feel like with Yeti, it wouldn't just be the voices that he could do good. I feel like he could probably do the acting good as well, which can be difficult. Like, don't get me wrong, it can be difficult. For instance, like the last one I did, Mrs. Hive did the voice of Bo-Katan. Here, let me fix this real quick. Make this a little more even. You guys can see me a little better. So Mrs. Hive did the voice of Bo-Katan. All right. Now, I already knew going in writing the script and all that Bo-Katan and Gar Saxon's relationship was not good. Okay. Like Bo-Katan hates Gar Saxon. Obviously, if you know that Star Wars lore, then you know the history and stuff, which she even touches upon briefly in the dialogue. So when I told Mrs. Hive, I was like, because she's done a couple voice acting for me, and she'll always ask me, she'll like, okay, so what's the setup? Like, what's going on? So I had to tell her, I'm like, all right, so you hate this guy. I was like, and you're really annoyed by him. I was like, which is making you just annoyed in general. I was like, but you already don't like him, but then like he messes stuff up. So I told her, when you're talking to him and stuff, like you don't like him, and you don't want nothing really to do with him. So it's like, I need you to bring that out in your tone of voice, you know. And she did. She definitely did not sound happy with him at all. And she even asked me, she's like, well, what about the loyalist, Mandalorian loyalist? She's like, am I mad at him? And I was like, no, not really. I was like, but you're already so mad from Gar Saxon that even though you don't talk to the Mandalorian loyalist the same way, which was only like one line to him, that she said to him. But I was like, but you could already just, you're already annoyed. So it's not gonna be as bad as Gar Saxon, but you just sound annoyed. Yeah, and she did a good job. she did a good job, man. Coming off as really annoyed at Gar Saxon. What were you saying? Oh, sorry, I was saying hi to Big Nate. And thank you, Big Nate. I appreciate that. Yeah, he says I have too many voices in my head. But I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I always love and appreciate Mrs. Hive doing any of the voices for me that are female. But I mean, I was hoping, some of our female YouTubers out there would want to do some voices. I mean, if they don't, I understand. But yeah, I just wanted everybody to try and be as involved as possible. And plus, you never know. She might. Mrs. Hive might not want to do the next one. Maybe she's like, no, I don't want to do this one. So, but I think I don't know. She feels like she's getting a little more natural at it though. So she might private chat me with something. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by private chat you with something. But like, if you talk about the voices, like, trust me, I believe you, Yeti. I mean, and obviously, some people can't do certain voices. I mean, it just like for me, I can't do anything like squeaky or high pitched. My voice is just too deep. So even if I wanted to do certain voices like that, I wouldn't even be able to. It wouldn't even sound right. All right, so we will let that sit there for now, and we'll get back to that after I talk to the person. Sorry, just checking my messages, making sure work didn't call me. Uh-oh. I forgot to plug in my other laptop. It's gonna die if I do something. So give me 1 second to plug this laptop in. I should probably end the stream here soon so I can get started on all this other stuff and get my video out tonight. I'd really like to get part 2 of decorating the Lego room out tonight, which shouldn't be hard. Boy, I hate it when cords get tangled up. I'm like, really? Okay. So where's the nearest plug? So I hope everybody is having a great day today. Anybody got any crazy plans coming up today? Exciting things going on, or is it just going to be an easy, like, Sunday morning kind of day? I was going to I think I can show you guys the shelves. All right, so that's the beginning of at least one set of shelves. And you can see I got the AT-AT and what is it, ATS? ATS? Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at the box. I can't think right now. But yeah. And then I got it going all the way down at the other end of the wall. And you can see I got the ECS A-wing sitting up there. So got those shelves running all the way to here. And then I'm going to put more shelves on that side. And I also have, like I said, one of the bookshelves I'll be putting over there. There's going to be lights underneath the shelf. Good stuff, good stuff. And then I hung a few, maybe I'm giving you guys a preemptive video tour. I put a couple extra pictures over there. I put one over, so I can reach one there. Then I got the pop collection back there. So there's some new stuff up. Bye, dude. Thanks for hanging out, being here. Have a great day today. Stuff's gonna be so difficult. Oh, of course. Oh, okay. Aiden May said he's streaming after a while, making some videos. Rock on. What time you streaming there, Yeti? Oh, Big Nate just asked that. Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. I'm pretty happy. What webcam is that, Hive? It's I think it's a Logitech webcam. It's a very cheap webcam. I could probably show you on the other camera. But yeah, it's got like this thing here to where it clips onto your monitor. I mean, it's a nice webcam, and I actually use it for the microphone. It's the best microphone I actually have right now, which is kind of sad, but there's all you guys on the other laptop. So weird. But yeah, like I said, it's a good little webcam. Eventually, I'll get something nicer. My big thing is getting a new microphone. I need to get a nice microphone. Yeti says he's not sure yet. Will says I'm going to a store to look for a phone. Oh, right on. Good luck, Will. Thanks for hanging with us, and thanks for telling everybody to hit the like button, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's got some pretty good quality, Si, for being a fairly cheap webcam. I mean, dude, I don't think I paid more than $20 for this webcam. I got it at Walmart. Yeah. Yeah, Nate says he got his at Target. Right? Thanks, Yeti. I appreciate that. So yeah, I'm gonna ask Mrs. I don't know. I might buy one before then, but my plan was I was gonna ask Mrs. Hive to get me one for Christmas. But I'm like thinking, well, maybe I'll just buy it because I'm not gonna buy any Lego, and then she could buy me more Lego for Christmas instead of the microphone. So I don't know. But I do need to get a nice one. Definitely. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and wind it down and get some stuff done. And even with, Will was talking about hooking me up with those minifig things that I needed, but I might still go and see if they got any at my store too. Just that way, if they do, I can have some extra. So yeah, also just so everybody knows, and I'll post it on Instagram, and I have talked about it already. But Good Morning Brick World 100, which is not going to be next Sunday, but it will be the Sunday after that. I'm going to be giving away sets to those that are at the stream. So if you haven't heard and you would like to win a set, the only thing I haven't figured out yet is if I'm going to let one person only win one prize, or if it'd be possible one person can win all three prizes. I mean, I feel like it doesn't really affect me as much. It's more about what you guys would want, because I don't know if you guys would be mad if like one person won all three prizes. You know what I mean? So I did a poll for it on, I think the last stream I was on. I did a poll for it, and I don't remember the exact percentages, but letting somebody win all three prizes won by just a tiny bit. So I don't know. And like, if that's something you guys really want, I mean, I don't mind. I will let one person win all three if they want. You know what I mean? If it's possible. But what Big Nate says, 3 winners or it's set up. So that's what I mean. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to make sure. I want to make it fair. See, here's the problem. All right. So let me show you guys the sets I'm going to give away. All right. And I'll tell you what the problem could be. All right. All right. So first set would be the Lego store. I don't think it's retired yet or anything like that. But it's a great set, man. It's a great set. So if you would like to win this, that will be one set. The next set is going to be the hidden side bus. So that's obviously a really cool set to win. And by the way, if you win these, I mean, I'm like, you win them. I'm not going, you don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to pay for shipping. I will take care of everything. All I'll need is your address or wherever you want me to send it. And then the last one is the Dominus Rex Jurassic World set. Is it Jurassic World or Jurassic Park? Jurassic World. So this is also a really cool set to win. So here's the problem: is let's say I say, okay, only one winner each. Okay, like you can't win multiple prizes. Let's say, okay, I just saw Rick says he wants that bus. Okay, so let's say the bus is the third thing that I do the giveaway for. That's the third giveaway, right? So let's say Rick didn't enter the first two because you can only win one thing, right? So he really wants to win this. Because if he would have entered to win this and won, then he couldn't win this. You know what I mean? So, and let's say he doesn't win. He doesn't win this either. So he missed out on the chance to win anything because he was trying to win one thing. So that's where I was saying, I don't know if it would matter to you guys, if that's going to be like an issue or, you know what I mean? Larry says, share love. I feel bad if I won more than one prize. Yeah, I think it seems like most people are in that camp where they're like, they don't want one person to win everything or something. But I'm not sure. Sai says, I'm just lurking and twerking. Well, you keep on twerking, Sai. You keep on twerking and lurking. Macro Lego Store. How are we entering to win these? It's going to be on the stream on Good Morning Brick World. There's nothing. I'm going to have some type of game or something. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Because there's different ways, like, you know, some of you guys know I've done raffles for prizes and stuff like that. This is not a raffle. Like I said, I don't want you guys to have to spend any money. You'll have to enter whatever game I do for each of them, you know, or whatever the way to win it. But like I said, I don't want you to spend money on it or anything like that. But you will have to be on the stream. Like, I can tell you that. It's like you'll have to be on the stream to win. It's nothing that you can do to just like enter and then you can't be there. Now, if you, for stuff like raffles and all that, like where you spend money, yeah, you don't have to be on the stream. Like that's stuff I've made clear before. Like if you bought a raffle ticket, when I do the drawing for the raffle, like if you're not here, I'll just reach out to you. So I want it all. We can play strip poker and the winner takes it all. Well, if we're playing strip poker, yeah, you might deserve to win all of them. So I don't know. We'll see. But the one thing, or a couple things I do know is, if you're gonna win it, you got to be on the stream. Because when I call your name out, you need to be there. Well, but then again, like I said, you'd have to be there to play the game anyway. So I don't think Larry's about that strip poker side. I'll spend the money on them strippers. Yeah, and I don't know. I'll be doing another raffle drawing here soon, actually. I'll probably do it in like December. We'll see. Maybe I'll do some in November. I don't know. Like towards the end. The raffles are good too, because the raffles, like, the only thing again that I guess bit some people in the ass about the raffle tickets is like, I always like the raffle tickets are $3 each, or you can get like, I think 5 for 10. I think was the deal. You spend $10, I'll give you 5 tickets. But like some people, like I can't remember what the last thing I auctioned off or whatever. But I remember what was it, the Black Widow set when I raffled that off. Like some people spent like $20 or more maybe, and had all kinds of tickets. And then like Sands like bought one, I think. And I'm not even sure if Sands actually bought it or somebody bought it for him. But he had one ticket and he won. Miss Amy says she'd do a mock contest to enter. Somebody had brought that up, and I thought about it. But I really, and I think I'll do the mock thing for a different like giveaway or something in the future. But this particular one, like I said, the only real requirement that I just wanted people to have for it was I wanted them to be on the stream. That was really the big thing. I didn't want anybody to pay for it. I didn't want anybody to do anything real difficult, to do it. But yeah, just giveaway. Just giveaway. So I will probably do the mock thing for like something different. But yeah, this one, it's just going to be like I said, just be on the stream and whatever game I have to win it. It says thank you, Sai. I love blesses. I'll still be in the chat. I just don't want to win. I'd rather you give it to someone else. I mean, that's cool, Yeti, definitely. I mean, and you can still enter the game, and if you win, you could just give it to somebody if you want. It's up to you. I mean, you can pick somebody. Do you click diecast buses? Man, I don't know about diecast buses, but when I was at Walmart yesterday or the day before, they had diecast vehicles, but they were like Hollywood vehicles. And there was a couple of them I really wanted to get, and I feel like I should have because they weren't even too expensive. But like they had the DeLorean from Back to the Future. They had Kit from Knight Rider. Oh my gosh, there was like all kinds of other ones that were really cool. I can't even remember. Those are the two that I wanted though. I wanted Kit and I wanted the DeLorean. But there was like the Jeep from Jurassic Park, like the Jurassic Park Jeep. There was a couple of ones that were the Transformers, but just the diecast models for them. Like there's Bumblebee, and then I can't remember what the other one was. There's other ones I just can't remember. I think there was the A-Team van. It doesn't matter. Bunch of diecast vintage cars, trucks, and buses. Oh, Yeti says that's well good. Okay, rock on. So, anyways, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it very much. And I know the stream was a little different because I was doing some drawing. And if anybody that just jumped in, I know it's kind of hard to see because I drew it lightly. But yeah, it's just, it was a skeleton hand holding a 2x4 brick. And I'm going to get a hold of him, and, you know, I saw him on the stream, so, you know, you can probably let me know without too much trouble if that's kind of the direction he wants to go in. And if it is, then I'm going to start throwing down details. And yeah, I kind of like to do this more often. So I felt pretty good drawing this. It didn't really feel like it was too much of an issue for me. My hand feels pretty good. So I think I'd like to kind of do this a little more often. And if I do it enough, I think I'm going to make a separate channel for my drawing. And I'll have streams where I draw like this, and I'll start recording some of them and do like speed drawings and stuff like that, and see how it goes. See if people are kind of into it. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. So yeah, other things like I was saying earlier on my agenda, I'm gonna finish setting up the shelves that I put up. I'm gonna put the lights under the shelves. A couple more things I was gonna hang up. Then I was gonna finish recording my decorating the Lego room part 2. Possibly maybe go to the Lego store, but knowing me, I probably will wait too long and it won't go anyways today. But I also, even though I still need base plates, I was thinking about at least doing some work in the forest and filming that, so I can get a rebuilding my forest video part 2. And then yeah, there's just all kinds of other stuff to do. So busy. Hey, Macro, you're back. So yeah, anyways, again, I appreciate everybody that's been on the panel today. BFAB stopped by, and Rick, and oh my gosh, who else did I have on here? Because yeah, there was 3. I had 3 people on here, didn't I? Rick and BFAB and Taz. Yeah, it was Taz's first time too, so that was really great. Taz's such a great guy. MJ says enjoy your day. Yep, thank you. And of course, as always, thank you to all of you out there. I can never express how much I appreciate all of you being here and hanging out and keeping me company and keeping the dialogue fresh and everything else. Yeah, it's so great. You guys are awesome. So anyways, I do hope all of you have a good day, and you stay well. Okay, I just lost. Okay. I don't know why it muted again. Anyways, I lost my other camera. So, yeah, like I said, I hope all of you have a great day. You do well, stay safe, and I will see you all on the next one. Yeah. Actually, I need to pull this back up so I can actually stop the stream because I can't do it with this other camera. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay. If you're not busy, come by tonight. Yeah, man. If yeah, whenever you stream, if if I'm not doing anything, yeah, man, I'll definitely be by. Definitely. Thank you, Big Nate Bricks. I appreciate that. And yeah, like I said, man, I hope all of y'all have a great Sunday, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Peace out, everybody.